Welcome back to Song of the Nameless, session 14, entitled Spider Thieves. Last session, the group ended up on a floating island and have started to make their way towards a castle, but they are not the only people who have taken interest in the floating castle. In the middle of the night, a craft piloted by extraplanar beings known as Nyoji. I actually Googled the pronunciation to be sure I was doing it right. Um, they landed on the island as well. Um, they have made their way towards the bridge that seems to lead up to the castle. And as I discussed, they are trying to rend the bars open with what appears to be an Umber Hulk. There are a total of four of them. And one thing I didn't note and didn't put there is the leader of the group does appear to be riding the Umber Hulk on a saddle. I mentioned the saddle, but I wanted to make sure that it was clear that the master of this band is riding the Umber Hulk like a bull, really, and it's trying to rip the bars apart. It seems to be having a measure of success. There does look like there are some impact points on the stone nearby that looks like they've tried to burrow through, but apparently the creature is unable to do so. That said, this won't be the first time your group has encountered an Umber Hulk, but yeah, here we go. Um, Proceed as you like.
Hendrix will offer his cape to someone who probably doesn't have dark vision, so he can put on this mantle of spell resistance back on.
So, Mantle of Spell Resistance requires attunement.
Yeah,
That takes
That
an
takes
hour.
an hour.
I take that back.
Um, I think we need to approach this stealthily, at least for now. Quira would encourage everyone to be stealthy.
Come on, everybody. Let's be quiet. Let's move ahead. Real quiet. Like, it's like a kindergarten teacher with like a bunch of kids.
God,
Yeah.
Shut up.
Can I roll?
The rope with the loops.
Yep.
I know
That's
this
the
is not.
worst way to treat Tommel, honestly.
I mean, um, I'm afraid to roll stealth because
Well, you don't have to yet.
Don't
So
have
yeah,
to
don't
yet.
start rolling
Okay.
dice until I tell you to. Yeah, I mean you haven't approached. I mean if you're saying that you're approaching, that's a different story. But yeah, they are
Okay.
far enough away that they're not really concerned with you and your current position.
Yeah. But I figure if somebody like did something real motherfucking loud, they might
Um,
perceive.
if you are trained in insight, you can go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay.
Nope, not me.
So Syndrix, what you're noticing
Nice.
with your natural 20 there and 28 total is that the Nyoji are not actually looking backwards. They're kind of scanning up the walls and kind of looking through the bars. They all have these very strange kind of staves or crossbows, but they're not focused on the bridge. They seem to be
Hmm.
very much internally focused. And what you're inciting is that they landed and felt like that they didn't have anybody coming behind them. Like there's no back. It's kind of like if they were to go back the way they came, to them, it's probably the case that they're going to a place where no one would show up. There's no reason to think anybody is going to appear behind them because they've already covered that ground and realized that there was no one there. They were not. It's highly unlikely that they are aware that that hole in the spot allowed for people to fly up into it. Because why would you think that? Like it's
Right?
Yeah,
the
true.
path that you took to get here was an insane one, and so like there's no reason that anyone would think that that's going to be the case.
Perfect opportunity to get the first strike in then. For your permission, of course, Kira.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Um, hang on.
So permission to turn him to ash? Yes? No?
Oh,
See the spell.
oh, the ruler looks weird as shit.
Yeah, so the ruler has a different function now. If you click on it, it'll bring up a little box in the top left. You can actually change it to different shapes. So you can measure circles.
Circles, squares, and cones. Yeah, that's better. It just is going to take some getting used to. So I could set up an arcane portal too, and we could like.
Now keep in mind, those are not quiet.
No, but I'm saying if we get up there, everyone attacks. Tommel sets up the arcane portal. We get halfway away from the bridge, and then just like pew 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 while they run at us.
Okay, I just want to make sure that however you want to do it, I'm just making sure you.
Yeah,
know
it's not to approach; it's to retreat. Sneak up, portal out, if we have to.
That's not. He's not asking me, as we just discussed. That's definitely towards the party. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Or
So
we just
where would the-
charge in.
Where would the portal be?
It only gets us about halfway down the bridge.
Okay, then that's in fireball range if we do that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
only 120, I believe, on the portal.
And then we would go in kind of single file.
Yeah.
Well, no, we would sneak all the way up there. Everybody would fire as Tommel casts the portal to get us out, and then we have the portal to shoot through until they approach, and then Tommel can drop the portal, and they still have to run the 120 feet while we keep shooting the extra round. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wow. Sounds devious. I love it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty strategic.
Okay.
It's just everybody ready some ranged shit.
And we don't, yeah, because it's not like we're gonna get that much of a benefit, from a mechanical surprise or whatever, right? Like that's not a thing.
Our first attacks, No, I don't think we get advantage or anything.
So we'll kind of
Mechanically, but
move.
yeah.
We'll move about
Mechanically,
halfway
you have
up.
advantage on surprise creatures. Yeah.
Oh, do you? Okay, then if we're surprised, then our first attacks would all be advantaged.
You're probably.
So
We
we
need to
mo-
make sure we move up.
You probably have like a weirdness with assassin who they get advantage on everything that hasn't gone yet in a turn one.
No, it's definitely all the alcohol I've drank in the last
It's
15
probably the
years
alcohol.
that makes it impossible to remember anything.
That makes sense. Because the tournament winner. I don't even know what these rules were.
Someone else tells me, I just pretend like I know what I'm doing.
More than fair. All right. So, just again, you're moving up. Like, if you want to go ahead and move your tokens to where you're wanting to approximate.
And we're moving stealthily.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, I'll tell you if your movement requires a stealth check or not.
All right.
How do you guys like halfway, right?
Okay.
It's just range.
If that's helping. $130 is what you want?
No, that's. Yeah, it's good.
Andy's in the
Well-
future out there.
I have a
Damn it,
question.
I thought you were gonna be like roll initiative.
No. Or do we have a flyer though?
The owl?
Okay.
Yeah. Scaring.
So what you notice is that the when you start off, this will be before you actually get over to that direction. When you start off, you realize that the air here is very still, and there is no way you're going to be able to buffet the sound of your very loud wing beats. So that very first one is kind of like a clap, and it actually causes one of the Neogai to kind of like shift a little bit, but not full turn. But because of the stillness over the bridge, that seems to just be kind of like allowing the air to hang here. When you throw down your wings, no inhibition on your flight. It's just it's not a stealthy matter.
Then he won't.
Okay.
He just won't.
He's like, yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Again, it's totally possible to fly around. It just it's probably something that'll be noticed. Okay. So if you're moving to this position, then
Hold on, I have a question.
go ahead.
Are these boulders just kind of like floating?
Yeah, they seem to be pieces of the structure below. The very closest one, which would be this one, is about 20 feet to the top of it. And then this ledge here is about 20 feet as well. Or, hold on, no, sorry. 10 feet, 20 feet. I had to check that.
Okay.
Like lower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so if that's the case, the only person I need to make a check at all because of your positioning will be Tommel. Tommel, you're going to make a stealth check, and you'll be doing so with advantage.
Is no one else moving up any further?
They apparently have 130 range.
Oh.
Five. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
18.
So as you move up, and you're kind of like slowly laying your floppy feet down and kind of moving slowly, you can see that they are undisturbed by your presence as the group kind of musters up to this point. What you also notice is in the time that it took you to kind of creep up to this point in the bridge, the Umber Hulk has pulled open a number of the bars, not large enough for a small creature to fit through comfortably. So the master seems to be kind of like striving to pressure his Umber Hulk to move faster. Whatever the device he is wielding and the thing on the Umber Hulk's head is, it definitely looks like it is forcing some sort of mental dominance and also probably pain.
Well,
Alright, so that's the position you wanted to move to. If you're wanting to engage, we will basically be rolling initiative, and then my creatures will have the surprise condition during the first round of initiative, if that's what we're wanting to do.
Seems like it.
yeah.
Okay. I'll go ahead and get a tracker out then.
Are you close enough to get everyone in your fireball?
Yep. Major. Fireball. Fireball.
Why are you cheering for that?
What if they're friendly?
Friendly fireballs?
No, the Neo G
Neo-G.
are slavers.
Oh. Yeah.
No, I
but
know.
what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Messing around.
Happy
I was
friendly
like,
slavers,
wait,
like
hold on.
those
Right? You know?
Florida textbooks say.
Oh, it's like,
You know?
What do the textbooks say, huh?
Something about Old Bay, I don't know.
thing about.
Now it's
Yeah,
now it's the best.
I have no idea. You think slaving is the best? Come on, John.
No, Old Bay.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what it is.
Something
you know
something
better
Old
than that.
Bay is probably racist for some reason. Something something it's canceled.
Well, I'm glad we went through that arc with Old Bay, and it's over now, as it has been canceled. So we'll go ahead and move into combat. I think this is the fight music I want. Yep. All right, everybody roll.
Yep. Wait.
Oh, sorry. Perfect. This is a great point for this. Who wants to control Sarah? If nobody says anything,
Min.
it's going to Jijo.
You know, she's controlled by a character. It's only fair.
Yeah,
That-
I'm not doing the I'm playing against myself. But people wanted me to do that on Sunday, and I wouldn't have been able to murder myself because I'm so good at that. And so instead, I killed a person's character who was being played by someone else.
Oh
Oh,
was
my
it?
god.
jeez.
Wow,
Right.
what a lead-in.
Who
wants it?
I don't,
I said-
I don't know.
I said I'll play it since she played my character last time.
More than fair. You have control. Go ahead and move her out.
Where is she? Oh, there she's still at the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. Put it right behind me.
And everybody's on the docket, except for me.
I'll have to roll for Sarah too.
Okay.
Yeah, Sarah's not on there.
Okay. Been on there now? Yeah.
Should be.
Am I
All right.
on there?
Okay, are we going?
Yeah. So it would be
Yep.
Queera. You're up first.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus to...
Alright.
Oh my god, so many things.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, it didn't actually save. Whoa. Yeah, whatever.
Oh wait, did we get hit points from Sarah?
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah,
did.
the 10
The
hit
10
points
hit
and
points.
the aid.
Okay,
and the aid.
so please disregard what I just did. And then I will... cast Blur on myself. And that's my turn.
Tunnel.
Gonna try and get off one shot, I think, before we cast the portal. On this guy,
Hit.
front
Ooh.
middle one.
Crit.
Yeah. So the bone chill kind of shudders through him. You watch him drop his armament for a second. It seems to be slung on a strap to his kind of spider knobby arms, and he kind of like shakes. Everyone kind of turns to look at him, still surprised. Scarrett.
A little bit, and... Okie dokie. Erupting Earth.
Okay.
Trying to find the thingy.
20 foot. Yeah, should have a. Go ahead and move it where you want it.
Yep, it's right where I want it.
Cool. Spikes out. What you'll notice is the earth itself doesn't seem to be very malleable. So, in actuality, what ends up happening is very thin slivers kind of move through the bricks and then kind of fill out instead of the ground actually erupting as you would expect. It looks like for the same reason they can't get an Umber Hulk through it, the same reason your spell's kind of different looking. The effect will not change, though.
Okay.
All right. And the damage was 31.
Yep, with a 16 dexterity save.
You betcha. So the one that took the initial blast from the chill touch is splintered and sent upwards, kind of left to hang about 5 feet skyward. He drops his crossbow again. It rattles down the stairs, landing down at the bottom of them. This one here narrowly avoids the spikes that kind of rush at it, but does take some damage from the explosion. And this one here dodges, but also seems to be resistant to the damage in question.
Ooh.
All right, Scarin, done.
Mhm.
Gil.
Alrighty. We are going. Oh,
Quick note. Due to the fact that the stone erupted in that 20-foot cube and kind of left a difficult terrain block, any attacks against the well, the Umber Hulk won't have a problem, but any attacks against the Master that are range specific on him, he will have cover.
he is going to do a longbow shot at the one on the right.
Okay. And for different reasons, he will have cover because he is against this balustrade here. Either way, that wouldn't even hit him if it wanted to.
Okay. And then we'll try again.
I'll rip.
You have advantage, so 19 will hit. Similarly, it does look like he is resistant to the damage. Immune to the damage in question. So as the arrow hits, it just kind of hits against his flesh, and there's this weird kind of like you expect it to go through, but it just breaks the arrow like against him.
Okay.
Gildon, Sarah up.
Probably sticking to the plan of Portal doing this. She's probably gonna ready an action to throw a javelin once they get close.
Gotcha. Sarah done.
Okay.
Syndrix.
Oh, fireball, fireball.
Okay.
Oop, didn't mean to do that.
No
What's
worries.
There we go. It's gonna be with the +3 from the focus magic user
So 31.
and the
Yeah.
31. Then the elemental abdeck will add the 1, 2, 2, so it'll be 32.
Okay. So then half of that will be 16 for the caster, and then the Umber Hulk will take the brunt. The Neogai Master actually uses the Umber Hulk to not have to save. Mounted combat, he uses the Umber Hulk to basically shield master the fireball.
Wow, what a meanie. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay. So at this point, their initiative starts. They are surprised. Their initiative ends. Surprise is canceled, which means that they are no longer surprised. You no longer have advantage against them, and they can function, use reactions, etc. So he is, and all of them are done. Queer, you're up. You'll notice that the strange kind of permeation of magic around the one that got hit seems to fade away. It seems to be emanating from a strange kind of almost like a crown kind of wrapped around the eel-like head of the creature.
Gross. 15, will that hit?
This one here? It will,
Yeah.
but it'll use his reaction to cast Shield, which will increase his AC by 5.
Cool beans. That's my turn.
Tommel. And I never made arcane portals.
Yeah, I'm starting to rethink that we need that right now, honestly.
Okay. If you want to press the attack, press the attack.
I think we just press the attack, yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna step forward a little bit and chill touch.
Okay. Here. That'll hit. And back. All right.
Yep.
Tumble done scaring up. John.
I was talking to myself. Went 30 feet. I will dash and then go up here on top of this dragon head. For this head of the statue.
And that's it.
Yep.
Go.
Muted. Magpie.
Muted crew.
Word. Okay. Gil is also going to move. Voila, there. He dashed up there.
Okay. Sarah.
Let's see here. Sport. Sorry, meeting.
Are you muted?
Oh no, I was reading.
No. I was being a dork.
Oh my! Oh, you funny guy.
I'm a funny guy.
Let's go rage. Then, since we're level 6, gets. Wait. No, that's. Yeah, rage. This action.
You don't want to rage if you're not going to be able to get into melee range
Oh yeah, fair.
by the end of next turn.
I guess this is a dash.
Okay.
Dash 80 feet, since she has 40.
Yep.
Oh. Right
Yeah.
there.
You don't want to rage
Okay.
yet because 40 might not get you to them. Obviously, if they stand still, it would, but probably unlikely.
You can always
Considering,
throw a javelin or an axe or something.
Oh yeah.
yeah, if you want to
A
rage,
Gil.
Wait, dash is my action though. I
yeah,
do
bonus
that.
action to rage though.
Oh yeah, okay. Bonus action page.
Okay.
Bonus action. And that'll be it.
Cindrix.
Oh, geez. Let's see. This guy's shield, right?
This guy's
one?
shielded, yeah.
Okay.
This guy has 3/4 cover due to the Umber Hulk and the Erupted Earth. Which means he effectively has +5 to his AC.
So they both have +5. to their
Well,
AC.
no, the shielded guy actually has +2 to his AC.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but +5 from the shield, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, 60 feet by 30 here. There. Okay. There. 30 feet. It's in range. Nah.
Some of you still have your rulers up.
I don't.
I mean, I can fireball again.
Do what you want.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Fireball.
No resources for the rest of the dungeon.
Okay. So
he has one more. He has one more. He has one more left.
as you cast that
It's
spell,
fine.
you'll watch as the Neogai Master seems to cast a spell in return. It doesn't appear to be counterspell, obviously no range for it, but it does appear to be casting a spell. Once the flame
Can I counterspell? Oh no, I'm out of range. Nope, never mind.
For
I'm
the same
60. I'm
reason
more
I
than
can.
60.
So,
Yep.
okay, so it'd be 23.
Yeah, so you'll be
26
able to
damage.
recognize it if you want to. I mean, after the effects of it, you'd be able to recognize what it is. Do you
Shield.
want to know what it is? No, fuck no. Shield against
Yeah.
fireball? No. He is casting the spell Absorb Elements.
So that'd be 23.
So we just gave him like a big old snack?
No. That's not how that
No.
works.
Wait, he ignores
Uh,
day 2 elemental abda to bypasses resistance
Sure.
to.
Hold on a second here. Just checking something. Wording specific. You have resistance to the triggering damage until the start of your next turn, correct. And then, yeah, so it will not take and gain resistance because you ignore resistance.
Yeah.
But it will... What the fuck is happening? Oh, cool. Alright, so then he will gain plus 1d6 to his melee attack to start with. Alright, so 22 damage isn't a lot.
Oh, 23. With the 1 turned to 2.
Right.
So 23, then 26 altogether.
Got you. And then checking my saves. The master will use his function to shift the damage into the Umber Hulk. You'll note that both of them seem to have been affected by the spell, which is normally a self-target. Absorb Elements, but again, it doesn't take precedent because fire is ignored. Fire resistance is ignored. The creature on the other side here will take the brunt. Oh, no, sorry, we'll take half. DC 16, right?
Yep.
So, 13. Okay. Anything else, Cindrix?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. The master jumps down, spending 5 feet of movement to do so. You see him kind of shuffle through a bag very quickly and pull out what appears to be kind of like a strange kind of alien-looking device and hit a button on it with his clawed finger. It starts glowing red. When he does this, he kind of starts moving around this way, and he will drop down so that he is completely concealed behind the rail. Before he drops down, though, in his other hand, he's holding that wand that I mentioned, and he points it down the bridge. And upon doing so, you watch as the Umber Hulk vanishes completely and appears 500 feet out towards the furthest away creature that you have, which would be adjacent here, up to 500 feet, as he is dimension doored from there to there.
Cool.
The
That doesn't seem like a problem for me.
its hands are on fire also. The warlock will pull out a potion and just drink it, because real deal, you guys have fucked him up.
We did our best.
I'm happy with that Earth up there. That's
As a
sick.
bonus action, he will cast Hex on Sarah. Strength will be the disadvantage
Oh no.
trait.
Oh, we got.
And then he will also move behind the erupting earth, looking at the bars kind of meekly as he's kind of moving around. But he kind of gets behind the erupting earth slat. He has cover, just +2 to his AC, nothing special there. Scarin, due to altitude, go ahead and make a perception check.
We love those. Wow.
You have,
no.
you have advantage for this.
Why did I say anything?
So you'd have advantage for this. So a 16 will be fine. You'll hear a noise, a disturbance, and you can kind of tell where it's from, but you can't tell what it is. But this immediately becomes an eye-focused perception check. As you turn your head south, you can see that above the kind of stone that you crawled over to get here to the bridge, floating up above that, kind of like 50 feet off of the ground, but now 20 feet off of the ground you're on, the massive skyship nail thing that you left behind back at the bridge seems to have lifted up 50 feet. So it's like over there, you can see it in silhouette. It's about 100 feet off board. It's, again, hasn't moved yet, but yeah.
Well, we had a
Oh,
fun
Scarin
run,
will-
everybody.
Scarin will yell, well, the ship's taking off.
Oh, sorry. It turns to. So it was, again, it was facing away before, like it was facing
Yeah,
mail
I
out.
think we're getting a
It's
Batman
pointed.
calling the Batmobile back to himself moment, as opposed to the ship taking
You're
off.
such a smart kid. You're such a smart guy. I love you
Yeah.
so much. Get out of my
I
brain,
got
though,
you.
you motherfucker.
Well, I meant taking off as in, going up.
Oh my
So,
god.
Stationary.
The already big explosion that I've already dropped into the grouping. Everybody within 30 feet of the Umber Hulk needs to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, thank god.
Wait, where? Oh, no.
I'll go ahead and aura him out. Give me a second.
Thank you. I figured
Uh-oh.
I'm not within 30 feet.
Not a problem.
It's... Am I in it? Wait, I think 30 feet, right?
Hold on a second. Bam.
Oh, darn. Just...
Alright, so charisma save, Queer good,
Nope.
Tommel no, Syndrix good. So, Tommel, welcome to the state of confusion. The second the Umber Hulk realizes that's the case, it is going to maneuver past you and smash into Queera.
Can I warding flare that?
Its hands are on fire. You certainly can,
Okay.
but its hands are on fire from for the first attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So warding flare, you
disadvantage.
said.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, neither of those would have hit. So the first attack with the fire misses. The second attack will hit a 23, which I believe hits Queera, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And then the mandible attack will hit an 18, which I don't think hits Queera.
Does not hit.
All right. So you'll take a total of 12 slashing. As it brings the fire punch to bear, you very quickly kind of bring up the shields, kind of dashes you back a little bit. The second attack kind of claws across the chest, just kind of catching a little bit of the neck and arm. And then as it kind of leans forward, you recall what happened in the tunnel way. Its claws kind of seize towards you, and you kind of bring your arms up to kind of throw them back and step away from the vice. That is it for the Neoji. It'll go to Queera.
Okay.
And since I made you roll when it appeared, normally it's at the start of your turn when you roll those. You do not need to roll at the start of your turns for this first cycle. So.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to gain some. Ten hit points, and then we're gonna attack twice. Does an 11 hit?
Does not.
Does an 11 hit
Rich.
again?
No.
Oh, no.
That's my bonus. That's my action. That's my turn.
Yeah, as you're kind of slamming the fists towards it, you can see the chitin, just as it was before, very sturdy, and you're kind of hitting it, and you can see kind of like pops across it, but it doesn't seem to be penetrating the exterior of its shell. Queera done. Tommel, roll a d8, I believe. No, sorry. Yeah, d8. Six says creature takes no action but uses all of its movement to run in a random direction or move in a random direction. Roll a d8. One, two, three, four. So because you're going to be running 1, 2, 3, 4, you'll be running back. It's straight down.
Oh.
Yeah, we start at 1 o'clock and we move our way around in the d8 rolls. So 4.
At least it's not off the bridge. So that's good.
He wouldn't have been tall enough to run over the railing, so I wouldn't have been able to do it. If he'd rolled like to run towards that like gap on the left there, yeah, he would have ran off. But again, very unlikely. Tommel done. Go ahead and note that you are no longer confused during the cycle, but at the beginning of your turn, if you roll to fail again, you're just considered to be confused throughout. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Tommel done. Scaring up.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna throw a ice knife at him.
The Umber Hulk?
Sorry, yeah.
Hold on. Okay. You're hitting high so you don't hit Quira with that, is that right?
100%.
Go ahead, Mink.
I figured he's a tall boy.
Yeah, he is. 25 will hit, give me the damage. So we're looking at 6, and then he gets a dex save, which he fails, so he'll take 8 as well. Okay. So as the knife kind of pierces into him, it bursts, kind of catches him in the side of the mandible. His blood starts kind of shooting out the side, but even despite that, like when you fought the last one, it kind of screamed in agony and kind of felt pain. This one doesn't seem to have any kind of physical reaction other than like the force of the blow.
Well, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Could be you someday. Gil.
Oof.
Okay. This.
Keeping in mind that the master is cowering below the rails so he can't be seen.
Yeah. I'm just trying to. Of course, I'm like right in the middle. Nah, he wouldn't leave Sarah up here alone. Let's see.
You do have a beat on the one in the back line. He just has cover, +2 to his AC.
Aren't they immune to piercing damage or whatever?
No, I'm not going to explain why, but there was a weird shield on him that seems to have disappeared.
Oh, okay. We will shoot then.
Why'd you move all the way over there if you're shooting?
What?
No, you
How
just-
the fuck?
Oh my word.
Oh, am I watching the...
That I can't even make it that far. I don't know how.
Just teleport.
Yeah.
No, I
Dragon Ball
was
sound effect.
right here, right?
You're
Yeah.
already dead.
Nothing personal,
Don't
kid.
like that.
No, I know. It's from Fist of the North Star, Johnny. Have you seen Fist of the North Star? No.
No,
I
I
love Fist
seen
of the North
clips. I seen clips of it.
Fair
That
enough.
Yeah.
Christ, Ken is one of
Okay.
the coolest characters ever.
yeah, I know.
Yoshinderu.
So
I want
he
to.
will shoot a 20.
20 will hit this guy here, but what he will do is he will spend his reaction to shield it. He has a 14 base AC, +2 for the cover, +5 for the shield, so 21 to block.
Whoa. And then I would like to move.
Mhm.
Like for reals this time.
Teleports behind the Neoshi. You thought I was kidding.
Waha!
One
All
thing
right.
seemed like a mistake was actually the truth.
He'll
Uh,
move there.
Do you want to take a second shot?
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. That'll miss though. Okay.
Can I though?
Yeah, so the first one kind of gets popped by the shield. The second one kind of hits into the erupting earth, kind of locking into the stone there. Gildan, Sarah up.
Ace gonna move 40.
Keeping in mind this is difficult terrain.
Okay. Can I be right at the edge there?
You can try, but you're going to have to make an acrobatics check to run it.
Oh, she's good at that with advantage when she's raging.
She doesn't get
I
advantage
hope.
on acrobatics.
Oh, I thought you said athletics. My bad. Okay. Well,
Is that
might
40
as well
there?
try. I believe so.
Okay. Well then just stay on the stairs if that's 40.
Okay. Yeah.
Unless you're dashing.
No.
Okay.
Just gonna
Throw a javelin.
throw javelin.
He's too
You
small
can
to
see that guy, right?
He's too small to
Okay.
see. So yeah, he's
And
still
this
behind the
one.
rail and you're still not over it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
he's absolutely visible.
Okay, 2 javelins here. Oh, that's me. Gosh. Wait, why is this? Wait, what?
No,
Wait,
so,
I'm
so-
on
You're
her
fine.
character sheet.
Yeah, it's going to show you
You're
because
fine.
you're the roller. At the bottom, you see how it says as.
Oh
name
yeah,
sent.
plus set. Okay.
Yeah, if you
Sorry,
want to
that
send as Sarah, you can
confused
change
me.
it, but you don't have to. Okay,
No, that's fine.
so 16 will miss, 14 will miss because he's still shielded. Sarah's done.
Okay. Yeah.
Cindrix is up.
It's quite the conundrum. Okay, probably move 30 up there. Move 30. Okay. Does this guy look injured at
Who?
all?
This guy? Yeah, he looks fucked up. Oh,
Yeah,
the
the
Underhook? Yeah,
Underhook.
yeah, he
No,
got
the big guy,
burned
the
and
big guy.
beaten the fuck out of. Yeah, everybody in this place is taking damage
Yeah.
except for the Master. Yeah.
Mhm.
The Master has used
Yeah,
the Underhook
okay.
for a shield twice.
Okay.
The Master's
You
like,
shield.
everyone else is expendable. I just need to make sure that I'm okay.
Okay. Let's see. So, still within range. He's gonna use Holy Lance on it. On the Umberhawk.
Okay. That'll hit.
Okay. Button. Come on. Come on. Okay.
And plus
By
2 to
radiant.
the attack roll for the next person, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And for spiritual weapon, do I?
You place it, and then you can attack with it as a bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Assuming I knew where the guy's hiding, right?
Yeah, but
There.
it's 60-foot range, I think, or is it 90 for spiritual weapon?
Oh, I think it's 30. Let me go double check.
Yeah, just click it.
60.
I think it's 60.
Click it. Yeah.
6. Oh, it's 60. Yeah, it is 60.
Yeah,
So
so
you
you
can
can put
cast
it in
it-
front of the Neo guy.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
That's a bonus action on your turn. Okay, so when it initially created, it has to attack from there, so that's fine. Since you can't see a spot that would be below the cover, he will have cover for the spiritual weapon attack. But yeah, if you want to place it in
Yeah.
this space specifically, you can go ahead and make your attack.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you. Yeah. Why not?
That'll hit.
Sweet.
All right.
6 force. Oh, let me go get the
Token, sure.
weapon.
And that's it for your turn?
Yep.
Okay. So,
There we go.
bear with me here. Pretty sure I know the answer to this. Yeah. Okay, so the Neoji will move to here. Upon doing so, you can see him kind of like holding the little pad, Sarah and Gilcan, and kind of points his rod directly at Sarah and yells something in a kind of alien language. I need Sarah to go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw. Failure.
All right.
That could be a problem.
She is enslaved.
Just a bit.
No, at least it wasn't Gil this
What?
time.
During her turn, all
Um.
actions are taken by are taken by me. So she is completely enslaved. They don't do like a domination. It's literally I am controlling her brain. And so for her purposes, he is saying some very insulting things in her mind, as they are very kind of horrific people. Basically, he's referring to her in a number of pejoratives and basically saying to kill that fish fucker over there, murder that goddamn aquatic elf, kind of shit, like it's ringing through her head. And normally that would be like, ew, but at the same time, she's like, I'm really excited to do it for you. He will
The
then
audacity.
he will then snake over to the other side of the cover, having a base speed of 50. Once he makes it over to that side, he will, as a bonus action, because he is Quixie, he will do a thing that is not visible. And at the same time, this will be the first sight of what the red thing does. Token layer. So you see that the ship is now flying about 20 feet over the top of the pretty high, 20-foot defenses, and kind of flying in a straight line towards the wall.
Oh.
Uh-huh. And then the Umber Hulk will continue fighting Quira. Claw, bite. 15 misses for the claw. 26 will hit for the second claw. And then the mandibles hit a 24. So the claw only does 6 slashing, pretty low roll. But the bite will do 21 points of slashing damage. So as it kind of swings that first attack, kind of bypasses into the shields, kind of ripping into them with the claw, but not tearing too much of it away, and then just slams its teeth into the protective field and pushes past it. Okay, that's it for the Neogi. Oh no, sorry, one more. Do I have to kill something? Since I have a Warlock expert, I'm not even going to research it. But do I have to kill something to move my hex, or can I just willingly change it? Muted.
You gotta kill it. It's gotta die.
It's like Hunter's Mark. Alright. Well, boo. Okay, then I'm just going to Eldritch Mark. Or Eldritch Blast. I don't even know how to play fucking Warlock.
Eldritch Blast.
But leave it to the professionals.
Oh, okay, alright. Maybe I will. Eldritch Blast. Although it's calling it Eldritch Bolt in this character sheet. I'm not joking.
Gross.
Interesting.
Did it roll out loud?
No.
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 Okay. Yeah.
Good. It was a crit. Max
No,
damage.
no.
The
The first attack kind of snakes past Gil, kind of slamming into the stone behind him. The second blast hits. The damage was the thing that I was scared you saw, because apparently they do not fuck around. You're taking 24 points of force damage. And you are pulled 3 feet or 3 spaces towards me.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You sure about that?
What?
You can see that Sarah's turning towards you with a murderous look.
Well, I mean, he would start to notice that and be like, oh,
Oh, oops.
wait.
All right, Queer, you're up.
Do I need to roll for the aura?
Protective field? What?
No,
which
for
aura?
that aura that's there, that's trying to make me
Oh
confused.
yeah, thank you so much. I would have forgot about it. You do, and you.
Oh no!
So roll a d8.
Huh.
1.
1 means that you literally do nothing. Yep, 1 through 4 is nothing. 5 through 6 is no action, but use all your movement to move in a random direction. 7 and 8, you make a melee attack against a random creature, whatever's closest. And if it's multiple options, you roll randomly. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I can't use my bonus action.
So yeah, because you rolled a 1 through 4, you cannot do anything.
Okay.
Yep. Does nothing is the exact wording.
Okay, my homunculus is gonna dodge.
Okay. Tommel, start of your turn, charisma saving throw.
On Tommel.
That'll fail. D8.
Excellent. Excellent.
So you will move in a random direction, roll another d8.
Excellent.
1 will be here, so you'll just kind of do one of these.
Cool.
So he moved from there to there.
Glad this lane had bumpers.
You know, there is kind of like this feeling of just letting go and letting God. You know, it's like let the universe decide, right?
I just
I don't
wanna
have to
a
play
character
this
that does
turn.
that.
I just gotta watch.
That reminds me of a character Jeremy played. He played a Kalishtar who had, instead of 1 extra soul riding along in the brain, he had 9 other souls, like riding around in the brain. And at the start of the day, he'd roll a d10 to determine which one he was, roleplay that. He was a wild mage sorcerer, so it was even more just like random shit happening.
That sounds very random.
It was fun. Okay, Tommel done. Scaring up.
Sounds stressful.
Okie dokie. I'm going to yell to Syndrix to help them with the Umber Hulk. And I'm going to fly dashing straight 60 feet.
Okay.
And
Upwards a little bit so you can see down.
Show them no mercy.
I was gonna shapeshift into a Grick.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Yeah, they don't have a fly speed or a swim speed.
I'm dropping. Wait, actually, before I do that, how tall was that statue?
Yeah, it was high enough. So if you were flying off the top of it and kind of flying upwards to kind of create momentum to throw your body at it, is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, go ahead and do me a favor then.
I don't need ammunition. I am the ammunition.
Since that's your goal, what we're going to have you do, and this is just for aiming purposes, go ahead and make, because you're aiming an effect, you're trying to do a thing. There's a lot of mechanics here. Go ahead and make
it's a lot of
a dexterity check. Not a save, not a acrobatics, just dex check.
Can do. Okay.
Hey.
No, it's a save.
Okay, so that'll be what's your
Is it
dexterity?
the same bonus? It's the same
plus
bonus,
two?
right?
Two. It's two. It's two. It's the
So
same.
that's accurate. Okay. So what I'll say is that will allow for you to throw your body at it. Is transforming into a Grick an action or a bonus action for you?
Bonus action.
Yeah. So the aiming of I'm going to give you two options here. You can either throw yourself at him as the action, and that's what that rolls for.
Oh.
Or you're aiming to land next to him because you're not going to get a free attack on it. Like it's.
No, I didn't think there was going to be an attack. I just wanted to be adjacent.
But if you want to land on him, I mean, we will make up an attack real quick that you've already succeeded on. But if you want to land adjacent to him, then turn on him as a Grick, you can do that too. Your options are smash him this turn or attack him this turn. Your choice.
Smash.
So, momentum, velocity, and height means that you're going to roll 3d10 for me.
Gricks look weird as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It
What
looks
is
awesome.
All right.
It's like a squid.
So when
Giant
you hit him, it kind of slams, kind of beak first with the tentacles, like boring into him with like a hit. You don't really claw into him or bite him or anything. You just kind of hit him like a meaty missile. Then I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
All right.
Shit.
So with that
Inspiration.
with that failure, unless you're spending inspiration,
Do it. This is cool.
what that'll mean is you're hitting him, but you're not hitting him far back enough and like throwing him down. Instead, you're kind of hitting him, and like the back tail end is kind of slapping against the railing. So it's kind of a big meaty hit, but you're not throwing him like the momentum and distance. You're kind of stopping yourself in that movement on the railing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Magpie, are you offering one?
Oh,
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
if you're offering
I
one,
don't
that
have-
changes the dynamic. So you are going to give the inspiration, right, Magpie?
Yeah.
Okay. So then you'll actually power slide about
Yeah.
15 feet this way and be kind of at him. You're both technically prone.
Love it.
And
Looks
the
super
mind
cool. The
control
danger
doesn't
noodle is
have
prone.
like a concentration state, right? Just
No,
making
no.
sure. Just gotta ask a question.
Yeah, they're
It's a good day. It's a good question.
good question. Good question. But yeah, no.
Thank you.
The wording specifically is it's kind of you've studied on them. Somebody rolled a really high
Yep.
number on them before, so
Yep.
you would not know this. Target within 30 feet. Wisdom save DC dependent on the Neogi. They are magically charmed by the Neogi for 1 day, or until the Neogi dies, or is more than 1 mile apart from the target. The charmed target obeys the Neoji's commands and can't take reactions, and the Neoji and the target can communicate telepathically with each other at a distance of up to 1 mile. Whenever the charmed target takes damage, you can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. So if you want to start trying to murder Sarah, that's great.
Does anyone have banishment?
You can just banish her too. She sucks at saves, apparently.
Right?
Scarin doesn't.
I do not.
He's a Grick.
I do not have control of the Grick.
Oh, yeah, that'll probably help.
Alright.
So it will
Stun
go
down
to
the
Gil.
little wild shape thing.
I'm getting you. Give me a second.
No, I figured. Absolutely no.
You are John. But it's Gil's turn.
Okay. And for sure,
Now I do. Thank you.
Yep.
I know there's Sarah's being aggro.
Sarek doesn't have reactions.
He's gonna just come up here with his trident.
Add it to the folder.
And
Okay. Did you make sure to count these as difficult terrain?
no.
Okay. You should be fine anyways. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you're good.
Alright.
Edelmis.
Oh.
Edelmis. As you kind of
Rough.
come in, spinning the trident, trying to get a lance in it, its eel-like head kind of snakes about, and it kind of dodges side to side very easily, kind of evading you.
Oh.
Sara kind of like
I
just dead-eyed turns, looks towards Gil, and just starts marching up behind her.
are you controlling her?
Don't worry about her character sheet. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
She's already raging. That's already
Yep.
a thing. So she's going to go ahead and attack recklessly. She's going to do so with. She is wielding not the magical glaive. She has the regular glaive. So this will be against Gil. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
No, yep.
18 damage, and then she'll spin around very suddenly with the Pole Armor Master attack. 11 will miss. So as she comes up behind you and cleaves into your shoulders, she kind of spins around, bringing the back half of the staff. But you've seen this technique before 1,000 times. She's doing it more robotically, too, in this stance. And you just kind of duck low and kind of it misses you, cracking you in the head. But Gil does look quite wounded from the attack, Cindrix, as you kind of are told by the Owlin before he power rockets as a weird tentacled worm into the fray. Don't worry about it.
What?
Go fight over there.
What is happening
So
here?
you live your life. You tell me how you want to go.
Oh,
I'll be honest, Ajisho, it will be funny if Gil dies to someone who is controlled, since Gil couldn't kill anybody while Gil was controlled.
alright. The-
Cindrix, you're up.
yeah.
This is the one way
Yeah.
I would accept dying, I think.
You had enough of this motherfucking Umber Hulk. He's gonna scorching ray it
Okay.
3 times.
First one hits, second one misses, third one misses. Damage.
If I have that. Okay. Come on. That 5 is a 6 because elements are abdecked, so 9 damage.
Does the Holy Lance apply here?
It's
Oh,
plus
does
2
it?
to attack versus the next attack, not for the second attack. So the 18 would be a 20, and then the 15 would be a
The
15.
first creature that attacks the target for the end of your next turn gets +2 bonus to its attack rolls.
Attack
Attack rolls, plural? Did I write that?
Oh,
No, attack roll.
sorry,
right?
I read it wrong. Yeah,
Oh. Shoot.
attack roll.
Yep. Okay, so it's going to take the 9 points of damage. Right? Alright.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, dang, it's still up.
Yep.
Okay.
It does look like it's pretty beat up, though, so. Alright.
Okay, for this bonus action, he's gonna move the spiritual weapon next to this thing. Here.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
Scarin,
Mhm.
as a Grick, I just want to make sure this is completely clear to you. You definitely have sight, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of an animalistic dark vision. You're able to see well enough, and you're kind of looking over your quarry, and he's kind of thrown back. His feet are kind of up in the air. His thorax is kind of sprawled backwards, and he's kind of like holding his rod and his pad, and you can see his eyes kind of like shifting in his eel head as his head kind of turns in side to side. It definitely looks like he's very much concentrated and focused. It almost looks like a chess master kind of looking over a chess table and examining tactics and maneuvers. And as he's doing that, you'll watch as the Umber Hulk.
Hey, I was gonna spiritual weapon attack him.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and he was gonna move.
Oh, against this one, not the master. Got it.
Yeah.
Because it only moves 20 feet.
Yep.
Right.
Let me do.
17 will hit, but he will use his reaction to shield it using the last of his. Oh, he's got last of his spell slots. That's it.
And I guess he's gonna move out right next there. Okay, sorry about that.
No
Let you
problem. Tactic mind. It looks like he's very focused. The Umber Hulk will move past Queera, who is still dazed, and rush towards Cindrix.
Ooh.
It dashes to do so.
Oh,
Gross.
wait, what?
The Umber Hulk rushed up behind you.
Oh, do I need to make the charisma?
No,
Check
start
now
your
or
turn.
not?
Start your turn.
Okay.
The ship will fly in, and since it's going to be exhibiting a very sudden maneuver here, this is going to require everybody on the table kind of, spinning about full circle. Come on, do the thing. Oh, I think I just grabbed everybody.
Ah!
It's okay, I fixed it. That was weird. Way to go, roll 20. I need everybody who is on the top to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, as the wind gust of it spinning around and kind of flaring its thrusters to stop causes a bit of turbulence.
On
That
the top,
including-
so it's just that everyone?
Just
Do I
the
do
people
the-
up on the on the stage.
The deck, not the bridge. Got it.
Do I do that as me or the Grick?
Grick.
Do you want me to do the
got
save on
Sarah.
Sarah too?
And Sarah,
Okay.
you'll note, seems to, before that happens, Grick, and also Gil, seems to shift very quickly before the action is taken, almost like precognitively, and kind of braces for it. So she'll make her Constitution check with advantage. The Neo guy
Need
will
that.
make no such check and will just power slide away from the Grick. Did the Grick pass? No, failed. Okay, you're pushed back against the wall, and you're still kind of in the same space as the master. And then this guy will fly back to. And Gil, you've passed or failed? Failed. Looks like. This is kind
Yep.
of
Roll Nate.
this is kind of hard with the. Okay, so then you'll slide back too. Okay. Cool. The master. I'm gonna make sure that I've got that on the right level. The master will then use his action. Bear with me here. Directly beneath the ship, so in this space kind of right there, a 20-foot radius sphere of blackness appears. As it kind of hits in form, this round sphere, you can also see that it's kind of burgeoning with like this strange motion inside of it that seems to be kind of like warping and twisting And it's almost like there's like a slick kind of sound inside of it. As a Warlock Master, you should know what spell this is.
Yeah.
Of course you know. And that is it for the Master. Then the Warlock will... I have no bonus action, or I have no spell slots left. I use them all on shield. We'll move away from Gil. Gil, you get an opportunity attack if you had a sword drawn. You have the trident,
I
right?
haven't tried it, yeah.
Oh, that'll work. Damage.
Hey.
Not great.
Big hit.
Once it kind of gets slightly skewered and moves away, it's going to turn about on you and angrily kind of shout something that sounds mean and vulgar, and will Eldritch Blast Bolt. Miss hit. That'll deal 29 points of force damage.
Good grief.
Jeez.
And when it strikes you, it pulls you close to it. And I'm assuming you're unconscious once it makes you there.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
It looks down at you, kind of like greedily, and its tongue kind of like licks across its like eel-like mouth.
Ugh.
And then this one that's lying on the ground and has like gotten up is yelling something at him, and is kind of like angry face staring at that one for a second. Which
God,
causes...
stop eating the enemies in the middle of battle!
No. Out of character translation, the one
Mine's
who
better.
has the sea elf is like, I'm gonna keep this sea elf. I'm gonna take it with me. And the one that's not the one that's dumb says, we don't have time for that. That's not okay. There's still problems.
Like, okay, I'm done now.
Queer, you're up.
The hunger of
Oh,
Hadar.
sure.
Where's that?
Let me get that out there. So it's the same radius as a fireball. So I'm just going to use that template for the time being.
That's seems.
I've heard
very
this story
inappropriate.
before.
Need a taste of my own medicine, huh?
And what I'm going to do also is we all understand that the ship is there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No questions there. So I'm going to move him to my GM side. He's
Yep.
still there. I'm just seeing him transparently now. And so the hunger of Hadar is that circle there. So
Oh.
your Syndrix is
I'm-
just on the outskirts of it.
Oh, Syndrix. Okay.
Hey, he's fine. He got hit points to spare.
Unless you get shoved by that thing into the hunger of Hadar. So I'm gonna use Vortex Warp.
Moving Syndrix back.
Yeah. Well, I think I want to move him like over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Out of the radius.
Yeah, out of the radius, so you can hit it with ranged, or you can.
Mhm.
I don't know. Look over here if you want to, but whatever. So over here.
Great. You're awesome.
Zip.
Okay, that is my
Action.
action. For my bonus action, I'm gonna replenish my 10 hit points,
Protective field. Okay.
and then I think that's it.
All right. Queer
I'll
done.
move.
Hummel up. This is the first turn, I think.
I got a cantrip off. Fuck you.
Well,
Yeah. And it was a
I
crit.
mean-
It was a crit.
You got
What's it great?
two. You got two off.
I had the same pain last time we fought an umbrella. It's
Fuck
fine.
me. I am going to mind whip the Umbra Hulk.
Okay. Yeah, I failed. So 6 and also.
It can only take a move, an action, or a bonus action
Not
next
all three.
turn. Not all three.
Got it. Anything else, Trommel?
I'm gonna move up to here, and
Okay.
that's gonna be the end.
Scarin as a
I
great.
hate to be that. I hate to be that guy, but can I get an onkeg?
You can't shift.
Token.
Oh, it's your action to shift to shift.
Is it a
Action or
it's a
bonus action?
Action because
Go
of the
ahead and click
shifting
it for
model
me.
shape.
You
Action to
use your
transform.
action to
into
transform
beast.
into another beast. Yeah. It's not a premeditated. I can just do whatever I want, fighty style. It's literally.
Well, no. I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bonus
The,
action. That's
the
my
goal
fault.
of that is to kind of do what the Dungeons and Dragons movie did, where she's like escaping. She
Right.
cognitively focuses on becoming a mouse to get through, or a bird to fly away. It was really fun stuff.
It was. So
now
I'll
that
get
I
up.
missiled as a Grick, I'm gonna be a fucking dinosaur. Grick me, baby.
Yeah, so I'll stand up.
Well, yeah. Slither up. Sure.
I'll get up,
Put that beak to work.
and then yes.
Get that beak wet. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to do the tentacles,
Beak.
which probably miss,
Miss.
and then I can't do a beak because I have to hit tentacles.
Yep.
Okay.
So as you kind of slither at it and kind of, it seems to just kind of like, push you back like at the beak level with its
It's like,
stick.
yeah, stop,
It's like,
stop.
No. Scarin done. Gil up. Oh, death saving throw. One failure.
Quiet.
Sara will move towards the grid.
And thank goodness I didn't put 8 on Zara.
Oh god.
I will make 2 attacks.
Do it.
25 to hit. 26 to hit.
Oh, they both hit, but he has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
So it'll be 13. Let's just, well, no. It'll be less. 12.
Yes.
24. Or resistance, it'll be 12. Sorry, my math is
Right.
bad.
Looks like, wait a minute.
And then pull our master. 17 hits as well.
Yep.
3.
Okay, so 15.
Yep. Syndrix.
Shoot. I need to get to Gil. So. Can I see him if I'm like right here? Right?
No, you'd have to be at the steps. So yeah, that'd be this one. The 30, not the
Real quick.
25. Here.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's enough movement there.
Yeah, 30.
So be right there.
Okay.
Let me go see something here. Okay, that's 25 feet. That's 30, so I can.
It's actually 30.
Healing word
35,
as a
but-
bonus action.
That's fine.
Okay. To obviously on Gil, not the enemy.
Okay.
Oh, ignore the fire.
6 back. Chill.
It's a really
And-
powerful healing word.
Yeah, it's only 3 healing though, because burn and.
Gives a little, takes a little,
I'm writing that down. That's actually a cool idea.
And for his action, he's gonna use Channel Divinity to hit that guy. Wait,
that
I think
was for
is it?
me. 6?
Yeah, 6 for you.
Okay.
Wait, is he in full cover of me?
Who?
Here? Does it seem?
Uh,
This guy
yeah,
here.
because the corner. I'll say he has 3/4.
3/4, but not full, right?
Not full. Right. You
Okay,
still have
then
target.
I think I can still hit him with this. And as an action, he's used the Radiance of Dawn.
Ooh.
Con saving
Burn and
throw.
Solence, Holy Fire. You know. It's 11
All
damage.
right.
Half it on the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, he failed. So he's going to take 11, and he
Yep.
is. That's it. Okay.
I have a
Mhm.
question.
rolls.
It says that any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Does
Yeah.
that do anything to the hunger?
Within 30 feet of you is a spell. Let's see. Good question.
Oh, does that count as darkness?
It is magical darkness,
Oh,
but it's also other stuff.
No light, magical or otherwise, can illuminate the area.
Oh, okay,
It
it's
is
not
not
magical
technically
darkness.
magical darkness. It is
Yeah.
the void.
Something else. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, normally darkness spells will say light, what light supersedes it, and then light spells will say what darkness supersedes it. Hunger, Hodar is outside of those.
okay.
It's the void.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
Anything
it's
else, Hendrix?
Nope.
Okay. So the master will click a button on his pad, and when he does so, the Grick would see that like the door, and also Gil would see that the door kind of hatch at the back end of it kind of opens up like a maw on the back of the ship. The second that happens, as he's kind of pushing the beak away, he kind of looks up in that direction, quickly pockets the pad, makes a hand gesture, and vanishes. You see him appear inside of the ship, kind of at the back end of it. And as he does so, I'm going to place him over here just for the purposes of inside of the ship. But when he appears there, he kind of points at Sarah and gestures for her to join him.
Oh no.
No.
Then the warlock, who's spent all of his spells to get to this point, cannot Misty step into the back of this chamber. So he is standing next to a prone Gil, but is not aware that he's conscious. So he is going to rush over this way and attempt to jump up to grab a hold. Gil, you get an opportunity attack. You do so with disadvantage. If anybody wants to spend their inspiration, that'll give Magpie a 20, though. If anybody still has inspiration.
I do not.
Okay, I'll spin out.
Either.
So the attack will miss. So if they make it to there, they will jump, and I'll make an athletics check with the warlock to see if they are able to grab a hold or if they just straight biff it. This is going to be fun. They are not very strong creatures.
This.
It does miss and falls straight into the void.
Nice.
All right. I'll just ignore it for now. You don't see it, but it's possibly there. The master will then also cast nothing. What? No, I have a bonus, or I have bonus action. Misty stepped. So seeing that kind of resulting, I'm not terribly concerned about Gil because he's just like weak in his attacks. He's wounded. Will send forth a tentacle of Hadar at that Grick. I'm going to send 2 of them, actually. So it attacks, and a tentacle just appears and kind of attacks you from the side, and another one from the side. The first one will hit, the second one will miss. You'll take 17 necrotic damage, and you can't take reactions until the end of the master's next turn. The spectral tentacle kind of clings on the Grick temporally for a short stage. The master is done. Next turn, it looks like they'll probably be on their way based on the speed of the ship so far. Quira, you are up. Oh, the Umber Hulk. Sorry. 1 action, 1 move, or 1 bonus action.
Bonus action.
Not
Yep.
all of the above.
Correct. Choose your door.
It'll just move forward so that you're confused. Quira, at the start of your turn, make a charisma saving throw. Success.
Yeah.
Act normally.
Is there any part of okay, question 1. How high is the ship off of the bridge?
Great question. It has done this in such a fashion that the void is basically blocking sight of the back of the ship. It is basically floating maybe a half a foot, if that, and the the drop out of the maw on the back is barring your sight from what's going on.
Okay. But like, there's ship here, right?
Yeah, hold on, let's put it back on. Since we're asking questions about it.
I think we're like directly underneath it.
And
Right.
how many feet is that above my head?
About 20.
Okay. Okay. I feel like, yeah, I think I'm gonna end up killing everyone if I do this. So let me just do this on the creature.
I mean, go for it.
I don't want to kill everybody.
Live your life. Or
Kill
end
everybody.
it.
I believe in
I
you.
guess.
Do it. I believe in
Just
you.
kill us.
just end this.
Yeah.
Just end it.
Let-
You got
I
it.
support
Our
you.
suffering.
Or
I got other character ideas.
Okay. Oh no, it's like hovering. Wait, it's not hovering over anyone but me.
Correct.
So
Glorious leader.
I don't feel that bad.
Oh
Right.
no! What do you planted here?
Who else? Who else? Where's the owl? Oh, he's a tentacle thing. Okay. So I'm going to like cast shatter like on the underside of it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
As an arcanist, do I get the idea that that'll do anything?
Well, you can make an Arcana roll if you wanted to search for a weak point, but since that would take
Will
an
that use
action.
an action?
Yeah, that would take an action.
I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah,
I'm just
so if you're just
like
straight shotting at it, like
living my life on the
go
wild
ahead and grab your
side.
shatter template and put it where you want to put it, and I'll determine whether or not that's going to be something that matters or not.
Okay.
You're gonna like aim for like the back or
A
the
node?
Can't
nose.
can't see the back.
Oh yeah, because of the void there. So you only
I want
have
to
like
aim
the front part of the ship.
for these.
Kind of aiming up, like remembering what it looked like and trying to hit like at the top of
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Well, I want to get these like glowing nodes and also the fingies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you kind of throw it up there, you watch as it kind of pulses. You can see that the chitin of the ship doesn't seem to be terribly affected by it. And you do watch as some of the membrane kind of like shrivels a bit, but it doesn't seem to kind of warp it or distort it. It does look like there's damage that's dealt here, but as you kind of finalize that shot, you realize that that probably wasn't a weak spot on the craft, and the craft is basically a ship that sails the astral sea, so it's probably very sturdy.
Mhm. Did I break off a single fingy?
Not a single finger. Basically, the best way to describe it is this like kind of weird like gum-like materia that's kind of like there on the sides that holds out the fingies. It kind of like receded it a little bit and caused like a small amount of red line to show around the fingies.
Yeah, well, it has to be
Like-
hard, like sturdy and flexible enough to survive the astral sea.
Right.
So that makes sense.
The weird gum stuff kind of looks like you brushed your teeth too hard and like it's kind of got like a blood line on it. That's it.
Got it. Okay.
The oldie gingivitis.
Just give it gingivitis.
Yep.
All right. That's my. Oh wait. As my bonus action,
Okay.
this friendo is gonna move here
Uh-huh.
and is gonna fire its little force cannon. 18 will hit.
At the ship or the
No, at the enemy, the
Got
Hulk.
that'll hit damage.
6 force.
It's enough to kill it. I'm gonna move the ship back a second.
Oh
I
my!
could finally hit that
Jeez.
thing.
You watch as it kind of like moves into position as you're kind of firing up at the ship. You watch it fire its lance, kind of smashing into the front, like the closest compound eye, and just kind of causing the whole thing to kind of slam down and shut down. It's probably the only time in this, like you knowing this specific creature, that you've actually seen it like show signs of pain as it starts kind of twitching and kind of shifting on the ground after having its eye blown out. Tommel.
Tommel.
Stop.
Chill touch.
um,
Don't do it. Already the bad stuff, huh?
yeah, I can't see the guy in the void because void.
Yeah. I'll let you know out of character though. He gone.
Yeah.
He had 8 hit points left.
Oh my.
He if Gil had hit that opportunity attack, he was just not making it. There was very, very little I could do with him after spending all my spell slots on shield.
Who, the master?
The Void Hunter, the Warlock.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
If
Oh,
I
fine.
move to here,
Uh-huh.
can I see up here?
Yeah.
Can I arcane portal up there?
Yeah, so your action's Arcane Portal. And
Yep.
so I'm just going to go ahead and quickly do a doodle. We'll go ahead and portal. So you cause a door to appear near the Umber Hulk's corpse and over by the spot. Okay. Any
And
other
can you
movement?
put the ship back on the map?
You betcha.
Thanks, man.
This is a lot.
Appreciate the support.
No, it's okay. This is a lot. This is a big crazy fight. So yeah, you'd be able to see into the back of the ship at that juncture.
How high up is the ship from the ledge?
About 20 feet.
Is the railing about 5 feet, would you say?
No, it's closer to
No,
10.
it's like,
So like the
Okay.
difference between the rail and the bottom is about 10 feet. That's why when he jumped up, he had to grab a hold of it. He was more of like a jump straight vertical versus a jump out, at like the end of an action movie or something.
okay.
Still got a
Damn.
bonus action.
Yeah, I was gonna try and use this, but I don't think that gets me up there. Does it?
It's like the
Yeah.
ultimate don't split the party.
Yeah, that would.
Oh shit.
Well, at the very least, Chopple's not letting Zara go by herself.
Are you jumping
Oh
in my
my
ship?
God.
It's Prometheus.
Yeah, because he's right on the ledge right there, right?
Yeah. Well, no, he's
Yeah.
he's in a little bit. He's not standing at the ledge like a dumbass.
Okay, but I still
He's played
have
Baldur's
15
Gate
feet of
3.
movement. If I rabbit hop from where I am into the back of the ship and then 15 feet to him,
Hold on.
or you math me if I can get.
No.
to him
This
or
was
not.
an inevitability. Hold on. Bear with me just a second.
Oh
I
no,
just-
am I dead? Am I dying?
No. I just have to
Oh,
do
God.
a thing real quick. Bear with me here. I just need to
Oh
find.
yeah, thank you.
Need to find a thing. Okay, hold on. God damn it. Making me work.
You put a
Hey.
ship in the middle of the map.
Hey.
How can I not jump into it?
Hey, you're right. You know what? You're right. You're not wrong. You are correct. I get it. I understand.
Double.
Oh my god.
Yep. This is actually under. Bear with me. I have a lot to do here. This was not expected. But I do have a means of making it happen. So hold on. I want it to be
Bye.
perfect.
I don't know why you didn't expect it.
Stupidity on my part,
Well,
and not compensating enough for the stupidity
Right.
that's possible.
You can't ever imagine how stupid I'm gonna be in your game.
Right.
It's just impossible to predict.
Right. So
It's a different kind of stupid than your other players, you know?
yeah. Okay, got it. Cool. So bear with me here. This is so silly.
I love that.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Here we
Oh,
go.
snap.
so
Whoa!
this is complicated. You made it complicated, but do you understand the ramp? Do you see the
Yeah.
ramp? Okay, it's dropped down. Okay,
Okay.
and he was standing to the front. How dare you? To the back. To the back. To the back.
Jeez.
Okay.
Ah,
This
the
guy, I'm just
layers.
moving him. He's gone. Okay. So you should be able to get to here, but you can see why it's kind of hard for you to shift past him.
Yep.
Okay. And obviously, I did this only to make sure when I said, no, there's not really enough room to move past him, you weren't like, oh, you're just saying that. No, I have a fucking map of the interior,
Yep.
you crazy bastard.
That's fine.
Tomo, you better grab on to whatever the fuck is there, because you don't want him to push you out into the arms of Hadar.
He wouldn't be able to get into the arms of Hadar. The drop is over the top of it. So basically, like, this is the
Okay.
orb of the Hadar,
Yeah.
and then this is the ramp. So he jumped in, and if I push him out, he's just going to be away from
Falling
the,
back out
out
onto
onto
the ramp.
Oh,
Or
okay,
the-
cool. Then fall
the
out.
ledge.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, dude, we're good.
You still have 15 feet of movement if you want to use it.
No, I'm good. I'm happy right here.
Oh my
Let's go.
God.
All right, Grick. So you do see that Sarah, she hasn't done anything yet because she can't take reactions, but she is reacting. She was ordered to get onto the ship, and it looks like she's going to be turning in that direction. So, Scarin, what would you like to do in response?
Oh fuck.
There's a lot going on here. This is a fun fight for me.
Yeah. So
But at the same time, stop making me have to work.
I was gonna actually.
Oh, you missed a lot. Yeah, if you were gone for a second, you missed a lot there. That was.
So
Tomo jumped into the ship. Is
no, I got
Okay.
it. I was here. I was here for it. I heard it.
Okay. I thought you said. you
So
were
he's just gonna slither past it, and you said it's up 20 feet or the ramp.
So yeah, again, Sarah looks like she's going to be moving towards the ship to add herself to the number of people who are in it. It does not look like there's a means for you to pass by the creature. It's kind of holding the door. It's not large. It's not massive. If you want to try and shift it, you can, but that'd be an athletics check to shove as you try and muscle your way onto its craft.
I was going to let me
And-
find my.
It's not prevalent at current, but this door here is closed. And the best way to describe what it looks like is, again, I think most of us have played Baldur's Gate, but it's very much like a sphincter in the Illithid ship.
Sphincter.
Fucking knew it.
Best door. I was
Mhm.
actually thinking to. Shit. um. Yeah. So I use an attack. Or, I mean, if I use an action, I can't use an attack. Correct.
If you
And
use...
this thing's 20 feet up.
So what are you
The
what are you
ramp?
wanting to do? Just describe what you want to do, and I'll tell you. I'll try and work you through it.
I was going to shift either into a giant spider and hang on, or I was
That'd be
going
your
to shift
action.
into a rhinoceros and charge through.
Okay. So the rhinoceros probably not
Too big.
gonna work. Yeah, it won't fit.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That'd be like trying to. Oh god, I was about to make a horrible sex joke.
No.
The spider jumping and clinging onto it might work. So
That's
you
what I
would,
was going for.
you would
Putting a
need to
rhino
get.
into a sphincter.
You would need to get. You would need to change into the spider first.
That's
and
what I was going to
then
do, and I was
move-
going to.
reach up
Right.
as a giant spider because they have kind of like pretty decent like arm length. When you kind of push off with the bottom four and then lift up with the top four, you can kind of pull yourself up. That's fine. And then you're just clinging onto the ship at the door, or are you trying to get to the sides of it?
Around the door.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What's their speed?
30.
You'd have 10 or 30. That's it. That's all you can do is touch.
Yeah.
Get on the door. Yeah. And kind of pull yourself up there. That's basically it.
Yep. I kind of wanted to body block.
Yeah, you're body blocking the door from Sarah entering it, but you're also body blocking it from Tommel getting out. Okay, Gil, laying on the ground, watching all of this fucking unfold in front of you. Just, just, just let it happen. Like, what are you gonna? If you want to add your body to this very hilarious series of events, you certainly can.
Like the only thing that he like in his current state would even think to do is just like lunge at Sarah and like cling to her leg.
It's intentionally too chill. All right, I'll change it.
What?
Oh, I was talking to the chat.
Oh, the music.
Yeah. Now it's more evil and kind of just like somber-y. Because we're about to lose party members. Do you want like crazy? That's too quiet. Okay, sorry.
Ooh.
Gil, what are you doing?
He is gonna like kind of lunge towards her leg and like latch on to try and slow her down, and probably will die. But
Okay, so you said what? Grab on Asara. Okay, so go ahead
yeah,
and make an athletics check.
Not bad.
She throws you off of her.
yeah,
Still Sarah.
yeah, it's still Sarah.
Hold on. Do you say anything as you're kind of grabbing onto her?
Yeah, I mean,
You
he
can
would
try
be
again
like,
too. You have 2 attacks.
oh, yeah, he would just be like trying to like call her back and like,
Well, like just kind of like role play how you think Gil would be like, you know, what he would be saying and what he would be like, kind of how he'd be acting.
I mean, like he'd be trying to like pull her back away from the ship and, just kind of, like Sarah, no, like snap out of it, like just kind of like trying to like.
Any emotional pleas or anything like cool like that, or
I don't. I hate
this has happened to me a ton of times before.
Yeah, like
I can help you.
like, yeah, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I
You
love
just,
that.
yeah.
Okay, so make your second attempt if you haven't already, and then I'll throw
Alright.
mine to see if you kind of succeed at it or not. It's pretty good. I have advantage. I fail. So you grab a hold of her, and because of the emotional impact of that, I'm gonna have her make a. Let me double check the saving throw. I think it was wisdom. Yeah, it was wisdom. So she will look down at you, kind of in that moment, because she gets the refresh at the end of her turn. During her turn, she's held by you, so she can't do anything. She doesn't attack because she's confused, and then at the end of her turn, she kind of blinks and she says, "Gil, it's me. I don't know what was happening. I'm so sorry." We'll shift down to Syndrix.
I'm glad you did that because I was just gonna slap the shit out of her.
She wouldn't have felt it. She'll actually stop raging
Wait.
at that point too.
Wait a second, there's one survivor under the ship, correct?
Maybe.
The guy that jumped and failed, right?
Perhaps. I don't know. You don't see him.
He got eaten by the tentacles.
We also didn't see him move last turn.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Oh, he. I don't know what he would do now. He just
Just vibe.
it's just observe what's happening here by moving 30 feet and just readies the Holy Lance if he sees the guy again.
Okay. Cindric's done.
No.
All right. The creature kind of looking at you, Tommel, just kind of stares at you annoyed and says something in a language you don't know, which causes for you and for everyone else watching, and also for Scarin's spider form, a very, very sudden kind of event to happen. The ground beneath you and the world around you starts to move very quickly in the opposite direction that you kind of are. And you start to move south from this map very suddenly. So, Scarin, because you are on the back of the ship, and yeah, I know you have spider climb, you're holding on. Great. But I need your spider form to go ahead and make a strength saving throw. You have advantage because you are locked on. Or you can willingly fail.
Oh boy, here we go. All right. Let's see.
DC's 15. Success. You're able to hold on if you wish to.
I'm gonna hold on.
Okay. The creature then turns and looked at you, Tommel, as the ship begins to move, and says, "You won't even be a sufficient servant. Be gone." And then pulls out a strange-looking device that looks like almost like a beholder eye stalk attached to a crossbow-like frame. Points it at you and pulls the trigger. I need both of you, Scarin and Tommel, to make Constitution saving throws. The effect that seems to be generated from it is very similar to the spell Thunderwave.
Cool.
Both of you fly off the back, and the ship goes soaring about 200 feet, so it will end its movement for this turn where it started its movement at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and delete.
As a reaction, Tom will cast Featherfall on both of us.
Perfect. You will not be falling into the arms because we are moving quite speed. I'm going to actually gauge it, and I need Tommel, since you're the one who's kind of making the step forward. Go ahead and roll a d100. This will determine where you kind of hit along the way. Oh, yeah, actually, sorry, you're going in the arms. It was very, very much right at the end of it, or at the start of it. So yeah, you'll be falling into the arms of Hadar. Okay. Or the hunger, rather, of Hadar. Okay. So the two of you go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw. You'll take 4 points of cold damage each when you hit.
You said which? Sorry. Oh, Dex.
Dex.
Got it.
You'll take 7 more points of acid damage as the milky tentacles start to rub against you. And Scarin, same. Or sorry, did you make a dex save, John? Oh, I
Yeah,
see,
he did
right
it
there.
at the spider.
Okay,
10.
I see. Yep. So yeah, also milky tentacles. It'll be 9 points of acid damage for you. But yeah, very shortly after. Oh, sorry. We'll go through one more cycle because he's still technically visible. Queera.
Okay, I run forward and
So because of the speed that they're moving at, that's fine. But
that's
I was
cool.
going to say you'd have disadvantage on the attack rolls made at him because he's kind of zipping.
Okay.
All right,
And that's my turn.
Tommel, getting out of the arms or the hunger.
The arcane portal disappears.
Yep. And then you can kind of maneuver in a direction to try and get out of them. It'll be another 5 points of cold, and then dexterity saving throw. You'll take 5 more acid damage as the tentacles continue there. Scarin?
I'm sorry, how much total?
That was for Tommel.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Oh shit.
sorry. Tommel when you start your turn, you'll take damage. So sorry,
Which was
I apologize. So you're taking 7 cold damage, and then I need a dex save from you because each turn you're in the Hunger of Hadar, you're doing this, and also when you move into it for the first time.
and another dex saving throw.
Yep. So which you failed, and that was the 5 points of acid damage that I'd mentioned, and then Scarin, same thing for you, but you're taking.
I don't get a turn.
Oh yes, you do. Sorry. John interjected in your turn.
I know.
So
I don't know
sorry.
why John
Oh, you.
rolled things. You've got my turn. I'm just fucking with you.
I love you, John. So sorry.
It's okay.
Gold
I
base.
just said
I-
my name.
Old base.
That's why I did it.
Old base the best, baby. Okay. Old base the best.
All right.
We're cool.
Can Tommel rabbit hop up to here?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. You just jump
So
straight up
just
and kind of
bonus
out in the
action up
direction.
to there, yeah.
That's fine. Scarin. So at the start of your turn, you're taking 5 cold damage, and then go ahead and make a dex save.
You might as well use the 2.
Yeah, that's fine. That's right. Which means that's a rhinoceros that rolled that. What the hell's happening? Which means you will take 7 more, which I think kills your spider form. And that'll mean you can just fly out. That's fine. And then Gil, you're holding Sarah. The two of you kind of have a moment where she, isn't rushing off after her. I'm assuming you're not trying to move past again. Your line of sight's kind of blocked by the hunger. And then Sarah's not doing anything, I don't think, unless someone's going to tell her that she has to go do some. Cindrix, I don't think you have line of sight on anything. Is there anything you wanted to do?
I just healing word on Gil.
Gotcha. So we're moving into the aftermath segment. So what will happen is the ship will fly out straight the way it came in. It looks like it continues off out of your sight. The hunger soon after disappears. It only has a minute duration. And left inside is the twisted, mangled, and slightly kind of like burnt flesh of the Neogi warlock. You have the dead bodies of the 2 Neogi here. They appear to have had very strange-looking arcane crossbows. And also, each one of the smaller guys had a ring device that looks like a crown, very similar in kind to the crown that was on the Umber Hulk's head, except smaller, more for like a humanoid-sized creature.
Detect magic.
The crowns glow, the crossbows glow.
We can spend some time identifying if you guys want.
Oh. Yeah, sure.
Yep, I leave it to you how you want to proceed. But yeah, that's the
Tommel will start identifying one of the crossbows.
Okay, so Neogi crossbow. I don't think this is the first time that Zach is seen one of these. It is a crossbow. It functions exactly like a crossbow. It does not require ammunition to fire it, and the damage it deals is force instead of piercing. It has a total of 100 shots. These were fully charged, and they didn't get to shoot them once. And once it's out of 100 shots, the shot or the gun is done. It has to be recharged at a charging station. Out of character, you just saw one inside of that little space, but yeah. Fun stuff.
After the crossbows, Tommel will start identifying the circlets.
Yeah, so the circlets are an amplifier for Neogi's ability to enslave. If enchantment magic is used on the wearer of the crown, it is magnified. You can target a creature that has one of these at a further distance. And what that means is if you see one that's wearing this, you can also use enchantment magic on it. Basically, it serves as an enchantment beacon, and it amplifies the enchantment magic used against the wearer. It makes the wearer, sadly, not capable of being good at it. Oh, sorry. The warlocks discarded body, he had a rod, and he also had a crown. The crown's wording is very simple. During the first round of combat, even if you are not aware, even if you're surprised, you have immunity to non-magical damage and resistance to magical damage. The rod is a rod of tentacles. Because of course it is.
What's a rod of tentacles?
Tentacle rod, I believe it's called. Let me double check. Yep, tentacle rod.
Tentacle rod.
Yep, it is a typically are crafted by drow elves. Not in this setting though. More mind flayers in this setting, I would think. You can kind of use it to kind of lash 15 feet out in front of you. It's a rare item. I'll post it here. Ignore the part about drow elves.
Tommel would keep the rod if everyone's okay with Tommel having the rod.
Yep. Why not?
Cool.
Well, fighting
Someone-
Neo Geo on top of a floating city, that's definitely a new one for me.
Very strange.
You
Sorry
said
about it,
that
right?
opening was not big enough for a small creature.
It's big enough for a small creature to squeeze, not to fit through normally.
Got it.
Wait, what opening?
There's an opening in the gate that the
Oh.
Umbral Hulk had torn, but it's just big enough for Tommel and Tommel alone. Should I get a head start? Smiles at the group.
Well, a couple of us are quite injured. Maybe let's take a
Ooh,
short
could I-
break.
Let me retcon something. That's okay.
Sure. What are we retconning?
I could switch into, well, I'd say I was the giant spider.
Okay.
I'd switch to this, and then work on the gate
Okay.
if we're trying to go in there.
That works for me.
Well, the rest of us short rest.
Yep.
Doesn't take long. A couple of battering from
Okay.
what the upper hulk had already kind of started.
Okay, now can you attune to the mantle?
Yes, if you'd like to attune to this mantle of spell resistance, you sure can.
Yeah.
And let's see here. So on the opposite side of the portcullis, you can see that there's a very small, kind of narrow, like courtyard. Looks like there's a path to the left, a path to the right. It does look like there is another large opening to what appears to be kind of a fortification. Let me double check my notes here. Sorry. No. Apologies. No door, just wall. So there's a large wall and a large fortification directly in front of you. From what you can see, there's no means of entry except for some ways up onto the high walls and walls around you. And I will pull you onto that map here just in 1 second. I'm just dragging and dropping some folks. And feel free to take your short rest. I don't know why it's doing that.
By the way, when Queer said some of us are very injured, she was like making hard eye contact with Gil.
Oh, okay.
Roll your dice, Gil.
Nah, Gil's gonna stay at 4 hit points.
Yeah.
That'd be more fun.
This is just to see what's on the other side. It's not that you're moving in yet.
Wow, nice roll though.
Yeah, good roll. And let me know if you need topping up. I'll cure wounds you.
And I can healing word. Like with Cindric decided I didn't take any damage that fight.
Good.
That's
That's the way it should be.
I'm just
Sorry,
baffled how that.
Sarah didn't take any damage?
No, we didn't.
No,
Yeah,
we
sorry I
never
didn't take any
touched her.
damage. Yeah.
That's crazy. It's almost like she was on my team. The winning team.
The winning team. You ran off scared.
Oh.
Winning.
Winning
Come
what?
back,
Tail between
10
your
ships.
legs.
What'd you say, Shisho?
What? What?
Talking
I
shit?
said, winning what? A tail between your legs.
Hey, I'm just going to get reinforcements. I'll be back in a second.
You know
Ready
what?
Round two.
That's
I'm
what I was
already-
worried about.
I'm all ready for us to die, so
You literally just spent an hour fucking around. No, it's not. It's not on the docket yet. There's lots of complaining and arguing. Now in this space, you do have a couple sightings of birds, Scarin. Something that you'll note is very strange.
birds.
It seems that there's a certain level of height above the crazy anomalies of wind beneath this place that are a little more forgiving.
Any birds that I recognize that would like?
Mostly just gulls,
Okay, makes sense.
high flying gulls.
Can I investigate this area for traps?
There doesn't appear to be any.
Okay.
Just without a roll, you do give it due diligence, but there doesn't appear to be any. This entrance is the same entrance that you kind of came through.
Okay.
You can kind of see outside the stage, kind of like in a less isometric kind of state. This kind of narrow path to the left leads to like a slightly more open courtyard. That's weird. Hold on a second. Oh, weird. Okay. Well, I see why, and it's annoying, but it's too late. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Half of my half of my vision blocking, and the half that you went for too, it's just not working. It's too late.
The roll 20 demons are on our side.
I might as well just get rid of all of them. It's fine. Whatever. We weren't gonna have a fun adventure through a place you weren't aware of. Not even one time. We have a whole of the map. So, I'm assuming that you'd probably fly upwards now that you can see you can fly, Scarin, to kind of get a top-down view and then report. Sound fair? So, it looks like there's a massive courtyard in the center of the space. Here. Beyond that, but how you get kind of over to it is not for certain, because there's no passageway from here to these steps. It's not for certain from where you're at, but there looks like there's a massive tower on the far side, and the tower seems to be buttressed by fortified positions that have large purplish crystals embedded in them that kind of glow softly. It does also look like, from what you can tell, Scarin, that the manifestation of like the wind issue seems to be kind of at the base of that, not so much underneath the portion of the island that you're on. Does that make sense? He said
It's over here.
Yeah, that tower at the far side seems to be like
Okay.
the rock it's on seems to be the main source of the strange wind disturbances, the currents therein. But yeah, it looks like there's a number of points that lead into the space, kind of throughout. But so far as to say, you aren't certain whether or not there is anyone here based on your surveillance from above. There doesn't look like there are people present.
Would I look to see if there's a door this way
Where at?
where I'm picking?
Oh. So it does look like this position here, you can walk underneath.
Okay.
Yeah, there's kind of like a small alcove that allows you to walk underneath this part here.
So kind of flutter over there, flutter back, say, it looks like the way to go would probably be...
You also have the position on the left that you could just walk around. Sorry for the yawn. But yeah, it looks like this is wide open space to walk around.
Yeah. If we want to be a bit higher, we want to be on the right side. On the rampart.
Yeah.
I'm okay with being higher.
Yeah.
How are you now?
Being high is never a problem.
Not for me.
Oh.
That one time.
You mean you have the uppies?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
100%.
So, as you make your way onto the rampart and kind of start walking over in that direction, it does feel like there's more of a wind activity here. But what you're noticing very quickly, and it's not something that Scarin is affected by, but everyone else is, the duration that you've been up here has been decently long. And at this point, I would like for everyone to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, with the exception of Scarin.
Somebody's ears popping.
No, it's worse than that.
It's Sarah. Second one is Sarah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing?
That's it. You told us not scaring.
Oh, right. I'm bad at math. So, the air is thinner up here. It definitely feels like there's a certain level of thinness to the air. So as you've been kind of moving, resting, breathing hard, taking time, it really didn't matter. You were in the heart of the fight. But as that's all kind of worn down and you kind of gotten back to normal, everything kind of catches up with you at that point, and you kind of realize that you've been working with less, so to speak. For some of you, that doesn't matter. You're not going to be terribly, affected by it. But for Gil, who is normally waterborne and is now kind of like high up in the air, maneuvering about, kind of trying to breathe in a normal sense, being amphibious, he is a bit more tired and tuckered out due to this. So, Gil, you'll gain 1 level of exhaustion. And Scarin, seeing that this is taking place and kind of catching on, that's why Gil's probably kind of suffering and kind of maneuvering behind you, not as quick as everyone else. What you realize is that this is going to be a problem throughout, and probably over the course of the next, if it's another hour or so up here, it might be another point where they have to all roll again. But again, due to your aerial nature, you will not have that problem here.
He'll definitely kind of explain the gist of it. You may be feeling a little more tired. It's a bit tougher up here for you folk down on the land or in the sea. So we just got to be careful. Take rest when we can. That type of spiel. Very park ranger.
We got the inspiring leader back, right?
Yep. It'll be less than it was before because she doesn't have the sidekick. So
just 5 instead of 9.
Yep. And keep in mind too, there's nothing stopping you from returning back down landside and coming back so far as you can go.
Except the call of adventure.
Right. The call of adventure is pretty massive.
I'm in my element.
Right. So Magpie was like in the water temple, like, yeah, I can swim anywhere. And now you here.
Scared's like, sick, I can breathe.
I can't wait till we get to the kitchen temple.
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh.
John, if there's not a fucking kitchen temple. I'm like,
Yeah, that has to be a
Fucking
kitchen
God.
temple.
You said that, and my mind literally drifted to the exact map I'm going to use for it.
Is there a door here?
Yes, so there is. Bear with me here for a second. This would be castle interior. This would be second level. Bear with me here. Right? Yes. Okay, floor 1. And why is the dynamic lighting not working? I'm gonna make sure it works this time before I put you in here. Sorry, bear with me here. Roll20 loves me. This I know. For the DMG tells me so. Oh. I don't know what I'm doing here, guys. I'm just trying to stall so I can. Okay, what? No. Okay, maybe. All right. No. And okay. I'll assume that Sarah's just going with you as you enter into the space. We're going to do a test run here. Oh God. Nobody saw anything. Okay. So, perfect. You enter into the space. The door is actually underneath this staircase that goes up. You can see that there is a staircase that goes down and inwards. And there appears to be a staircase that goes down and downwards.
Okay, so in this space, like the map art has like a really cute little like mutton bone or chicken bone drumstick kind of thing. Is this real or is that just map art?
Yeah, so that's real. When you come in, it does look like there is food, and it does look like it has been consumed. As you kind of step into this space, you'd also notice that there are kind of white torches, white light torches. The fire appears to be just kind of like ghostly light. And when you kind of step into this space, you can see that the box that's being kind of utilized as a chair shifts across the ground slightly. And then you see a bone drop from about a height of about half a foot from the table, kind of land next to the other ones.
Quick, I don't see anything except.
Yeah,
for
you're not in there yet. I just moved.
Okay.
It's a narrow space. You're not all going to be able to.
Gotcha.
Did we just witness some kind of ghosty shit? I don't have religion.
Did you?
It does. It does appear that as you kind of are staring at the space, you see footprints kind of moving away from the table and moving towards these steps here. As they kind of walk over in that direction, these footprints across the kind of dusty ground. You see that there's dusty footprints all over the space, and some of them leading upstairs, some of them leading downstairs. But the main thing that you watch happen is as they walk over to this segment of steps that kind of go down, it kind of looks like there's a trap door segment that they very quickly shut. And kind of looking at this map, it looks like it's a treasure chest, but it's not.
Is Tsara proficient in religion?
I don't believe so, but we can check.
No.
Nope.
I don't think she is. So, Kuyura would call out, "Hey, Cindrix, Tamon, I think this is up your alley." Oh, Cindrix wastes no motherfucking time.
Rushes in. Me? And then you said also Tommel.
Yeah.
And just for sight purposes, I'll just shove everybody on the map.
Look around closely. Does it seem like there's some kind of ghostly or undead activity in here? Like, especially around
Yeah.
here, like, are these bones and boxes kind of moving
Could,
around?
could I do a perception or investigation?
Yeah, so if you're just like searching
you're-
around, you're looking around, you see the footprints as I described them. You see the mutton
Right.
bone kind of dropped next to the other, like, piece of mutton kind of on the table. Looks like the chair was shifted. There's definitely a series of weapons that are kind of on a rack near what Queera says is a strange trapdoor, but as you look over at it, it doesn't look like a trapdoor. It looks like a treasure chest that's about 2.5 feet tall. Next to it are these very large scrolls, is what you see. And Queera, what you see instead are sleeping like bags, bedrolls. So for the two of you, the thing that you're seeing is different when it comes to this space. If you are not Scarin, you are seeing what looks like a trapdoor on the ground and sleeping bags. And to Scarin, you're seeing a treasure chest and massive scrolls.
Can I thorn whip the chest?
Yeah. You thorn whip the chest. It leaves a slight kind of, cut of brambles on it, but it doesn't move when you try and catch a hold of it with the thorns and pull it. It seems to be bolted to the floor. Upon doing this, it would show to them as a treasure chest in a space where there was no treasure chest before.
I was
That's
wondering
neat.
why you were hitting. Yeah. Wondering why you were hitting a door there.
I'd be honest. I thought it was a mimic.
Garen, mess with those sleeping bags. You said you see something different, right?
He'll walk over and just kind of kick him.
Yeah, so they move just like sleeping bags to everyone else, but to Scarin, not so much. They move like parchment, large pieces of parchment, much bigger than they have any right to be. Like,
Do they have words on them?
do you open one and start unfolding it?
Sure.
Yeah. So there are a total of 5 scrolls there, and it looks like they were written for much larger hands than yours. But they look like they're spell scrolls written in the giant language.
Interesting. Okay.
To everyone else, it looks like you are just messing around with bedrolls.
I'm just like trying to unroll a bedroll and just like reading it like it's a scroll.
Yep, that's literally for everyone else. That's literally what's happening.
Rubbing chin, being like, Then I'll look back over at Kiora and be like, and I'll like take one and I'll just be like, look, and I'll put it right in their face.
Still just looks like
Can
a
you-
bedroll.
What are you doing,
Even if I
Scarin?
interact
What if
with
I-
it and touch it, like it's still.
Detect magic.
So if you cast Detect Magic in this space, the swords glow, the torches glow, and you see the outline of a person standing next to Scarin. You recognize the outline of a person as being very similar to what happens when someone views an unseen servant spell through Detect Magic eyes. And I will place the token down. Hold on a second here. Bam. Maybe. Is he dropping?
Yes, there it is.
Oh, he's too close to Cindrix. Get out of there.
Yes.
There he is. You'll notice that the token has there's nothing. It's an unseen servant. It's funny.
Does Scarin see the unseen servant?
No.
Or is it just too unseen?
People have seen the effects of the unseen servant, but no one's seen
Okay,
it besides
got it.
for
Gotcha.
Pommel. He's just standing next to Scarin.
Which way is he facing?
There's no-
Or does he?
There's no real facing on it. Like it definitely could be facing the wall, or it could be facing Scarin.
Got it, but
It's
it's
one of
directionally
those.
one of those two directions.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to be focusing on Skirin or the wall,
Right.
that I can tell. Without saying too much, Tommel says, Skirin, could you do me a favor and just take a step that way for me?
Which way?
Yeah, towards the chest.
Like this?
Hmm?
Like you want me to stand on it?
When you move, does the servant?
It seems to move to avoid anybody kind of if like the wings or anything.
But
are
it's
about to
not
hit
like
him.
focusing on
No,
Skirin
no.
as he. Okay, that's just all I was making sure. So it seems as though we have an unseen servant with us in the room as well. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
What do we do about that?
Think we do anything?
No.
I mean, I'm not
No,
going
well-
to do anything unless you have
Yes.
dispel magic. I don't think there's as
Unseen
much we can do.
servants, are typically very harmless, Scarin.
So I shouldn't dispel the magic.
You don't need to destroy everything and dispel everything.
It's kind of like a fancy pack mule.
You act like I would want to destroy everything. But
The exploratory process for you, Tommel, is, pretty quick. What you very, very quickly realize is this is not a spell effect as you kind of wait for time. You realize that this is a living spell. The spell Unseen Servant has been made into a living condition.
Got it.
This is not uncommon. Living spells are not, like, super rare, but Eldritch Forces can kind of give rise to a spell effect to kind of just, instead of just dissipate when it's supposed to, continue living on with its own agency and its own desires, or similar agency and similar desires to what it would have had when it was cast.
Yeah.
Okay, that is kind of weird.
Is this
Yes.
your first experience with living spells?
actually, yes.
Oh,
I
For
mean-
me at least.
Yeah.
Out of character, yeah.
Yeah, out
yeah.
of character, yeah.
awesome. Well, this will
Outta
be fun. I'll throw more in for the future. Like, yeah, it was something that came about like back in 3rd edition, living spells, and you have shit like living Big B's hands, living
That's funny.
living blades
That's
of
funny.
disasters.
Well,
Wait,
would that include like what is it like never mind.
There used to be living fireball. I know there's living cloud kill in 5th
Gee.
edition.
Oh my
the big
lord.
cloud. Jeez.
I've had enough cloud kill today.
Yeah, that's fair. You played some Baldur's.
You know exactly
I
what I'm
know
talking
exactly
about,
where
don't
you
you?
were. Yep.
Had enough cloud killed for today.
Enough cloud kill. So you have the opportunity to go up, down, out, mess with the treasure chest some more, or investigate anything that's kind of present here. There's a rack that has some bottles on it. There's the boxes that are being used as seats. There is an envelope on the table. That is not a thing that's just not there. The envelope
Okay.
appears to be sealed with kind of pink-colored wax. And then there are the 5 long swords that are, well, rather, arming swords that are seated inside of the rack next to the table. This almost looks like it's like a guard station.
Right.
Is the seal on the letter,
Sealed, not broken.
but does it have like a
Oh, yes. Great,
icon or a shield or?
great question. So yes, it does have a symbol on it. The symbol is familiar to everyone present. It is the symbol of House Ordric. And it appears to be a very old stylization therein of that house.
Shall we open it?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should rifle through the chest.
So are we opening up the chest or the letter?
Let's
Start
see what's
with-
in the letter.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you go to the letter, open it up, pull out the piece of paper, the vellum parchment that comes out is completely devoid of any writing on either side.
Well, still have to detect magic.
Yeah, there does appear to be some sort of magical presence here, but what it is, you aren't sure. It seems to be kind of like a lingering transmutation, like something happened to the vellum. Or something has to happen to the vellum.
Oh my god, I just...
Is this something I can
the Harry
identify?
Potter jokes.
It is not a magic item. You would
Okay.
be able to tell that for sure.
Reveal your secrets.
It's definitely kind of more transmutation, not so much illusion. But as we've discussed with illusion magic, it kind of bleeds and kind of makes itself color-wise look like other colors. That's its job. But you're pretty sure, not like 100, but pretty sure this is something that's been done to the page, not
Something that has to do inherent to the page itself.
right.
And it's not masking the page.
Right. It's something that's not. It's something that needs to be done to the page, or something that was done to the page, not something that's masking the page. Correct. That's what Tommel's expert opinion would be.
And Tommel shares that. He's more talking out loud as he inspects it.
As you kind of look it over, and Scarin kind of looks to the chest curiously, you do hear a very loud kind of thud sound outside. It does kind of cause the ground beneath you to shake a little bit, but not a massive quake of any kind.
Is it the Neo-G landing their ship?
I don't know. You'd have to go outside and check.
Well, let's check the inside of that chest real quick.
Okay. The chest is locked.
Great. Okay, well, fuck it. Never mind.
There's plenty you can try to do to deal with that.
Oh wait, I think I do have
You have knock.
thieves' tools. No,
Also-
I have thieves' tools,
thieves'
and I'm
tools.
proficient with them.
Yeah. Because Artificer. Does anybody speak Giant? Just curious.
No.
Okay.
Fee, fi, fo.
Sarah.
I do.
Doesn't Sarah?
Oh, Gil.
Oh, let me see.
Okay, great. So, Gil, this is actually good for you then. So, the scrolls in question are of druidic magic. So, you would actually be able to utilize them. And again, some of them are beyond your normal casting level, so you'll require some dice rolls to cast them correctly. But there is a scroll of Windwalk. There is a scroll
So we got two.
again, these are a little bit more. It takes more than an action to get it out and then roll it out and cast it. There's a scroll of gaseous form. There is a scroll of Zephyr Strike. And then there are two scrolls of, what was it called? Gust of Wind.
I can't find my pen. Can someone write that down?
I'll go ahead and do it. Hold on. 2x Gust of Wind, 1x
Thank you.
Zephyr Strike,
No, you said Windwalk.
1. Oh, I'm going backwards.
Oh, okay.
Windwalk, gaseous form.
So we got two things of Windwalk.
Sweet.
Would you be opposed to me using int to work this lock?
I would, because it's going to be more dexterity based.
And
You know
pick
what,
a guidance too.
I hate that.
Sorry. What we get?
25.
Sufficient. You unlock the lock to the chest. Upon opening it, inside you see what appears to be a short sword in the shape of a key.
Ooh.
Or a key.
We got a Keyblade.
I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I was going to say Kingdom Hearts. What are we doing here?
Maybe. Maybe.
Don't judge him.
It is a short sword that looks like a key, or a key that could function as a short sword. The handle, or rather the head of the key, it's not heart shaped. It is just
Oh.
it's just kind of round, very simplistic.
he walks in.
Simple and Clean starts playing.
Yo,
You whore! Hey,
Oh,
Sora,
no.
Mickey walks
you
in.
found this Keyblade.
Mickey, and he's like, Sarage. Mickey.
Haha, you found
Uh-oh.
it.
Oh no, y'all are okay. We're gonna get like
We're gonna get,
Copyrighted.
copyright
we're gonna get
struck.
killed by
Yeah.
Disney.
Disney's gonna like
There's no
come for our
reason for us
throats.
to come
Jenkins.
for this,
Yeah.
small.
That is true.
buddy,
That's true.
but-
We are scum. We're fine.
Yeah.
Oh
We
my
have
God.
nothing better than
scum. Nah.
They
Wow.
Want, they want
Nah.
all.
I don't know about that.
You want to send a message?
I think I've earned like $55 off of Twitch for
Nice.
this entire year. Yeah.
And guess what? They're gonna want every
They
dime.
want every cent, baby. It's a Disney.
I
Channel
can hear
movie.
Bob Iger just rolling. He's coming.
Oh, they did sue a daycare. They also sued a kid who died and had Spider-Man put on his gravestone. They sued his family.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
What?
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like
That does sound right though. That does sound
Yeah.
about.
They did.
That's on brand.
that. Crazy.
Yeah.
He died of like cancers or some shit too.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I mean, that's horrible, but also funny. not,
Very-
not what happened
In
to
the
him.
worst,
Nah, that's
in the worst kind of way.
Right,
Yes.
right. It's like a dystopian, ha ha ha. Not a
Yeah, it's dystopian capitalism.
joyful like laugh. It's more of a
Awful. Awful.
holy shit.
Or-
How bad is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
Anyway.
I do want to double make sure we note that the torches are kind of like glowing with this whitish light. They look like they are torches that are set in sconces. They're not like bolted like the ones back in the ziggurat.
Can I take one?
I won't remove
Wait.
it. I mean, there's no way for me to remove it from the
Right.
the
Oh
map.
yeah, but like white flame
Yep.
torch. Okay.
Exactly right. And then there are the 5 swords. The swords are arming swords. For those of you who don't know the difference between a longsword and an arming sword, same approximate blade length, one-handed versus hand and a half. A longsword in 5th edition is kind of like a bastard sword. Hand and a half. This is a single-handed weapon used for kind of like a knightly kind of sword fighting. So it's basically a longsword without versatile.
Five of those?
There's 5 of them.
Okay.
You wanted one?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think we have that many sword fighters.
I'll say that just for my just in case sake, Sarah will take one. If she doesn't like it, she can drop it.
All right, cool.
All right.
I guess we can just throw them all in my
Ruined bag of holding.
No,
It's
Or
been
are they-
repaired. It's been repaired.
because
Are they hot to the?
Artificer can just make them again.
Is the white flame torches hot to the touch, or are they?
Nope.
Just light.
Actually,
Cool.
the opposite.
Okay.
Cold to the touch.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
Do they do like cold damage?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like I mean, you're shoving your hand in it, or just like moving your hand over it.
Well, yeah. If you shove your hand in it, does it like?
Are you shoving your
Cold
hand in
damage?
it? Like, I guess is the question I'm asking. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, as
I'll
you
do
move
it.
your hand closer to it, it gets colder. If you shove your hand into it, yeah. Roll a d6.
So you can't store them lit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, these are not ever burning torches.
Okay.
These are
Oh
something
fuck!
different.
Sorry. Roll 20. Speaking
That's
of
not cool.
shit.
D6. You take that much necrotic damage.
No.
Necrotic.
Lord.
Nice.
F. Okay.
Well,
Or
you
you should
know,
probably not do that.
you can like push them into your enemy's eye or whatever.
Yeah,
If
they
it's-
they
Did
function
we-
exactly like a torch, except instead of doing fire damage, they do necrotic.
Did we ever get into the chest?
Yeah, it had the key blade in it.
Oh, Keyblade, right.
Are we gonna call it though?
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. It has
Yeah.
the blade key in it.
The blade key.
The blade. Go back, go back.
Just it's called the blee.
Okay, Queera's gonna keep the blade key unless anybody is opposed to that.
I got no,
No.
reason.
Is there
Almost
anything?
got his tentacle staff or tentacle rod that he's now attuned to from a short rest.
Does the blade key does it detect?
It does.
Tommel, do you mind?
Yeah, I can identify it.
It has no magical properties except for one. The trait that can't be identified by identify. So
Right.
it's something that needs to be identified with legend lore. It has no magical properties other than it is magical, so it will deal damage as a magical weapon. But it has no
Okay.
pluses, no traits, no benefits. Everything is hidden behind a paywall.
Sometimes you can tell if it's cursed /blessed.
That's exactly what it is. It's either cursed or blessed.
Okay, cool. So we'll wrap it up with some linen and shove it in the bag of holding.
There is no sheath for it.
What does that mean?
Oh, I
We're
go-
gonna
do
break
the.
everything again.
You're gonna go with it again? You're shoving the sharp sword into your
I
bag
said
of
I'm
holding?
gonna wrap it in linen.
Oh, okay. I suppose.
Is
that's
the
okay.
linen? Is it gonna
They
slice?
did
through
say
the linen?
that.
Yeah, they did say that.
Okay.
Again, just
You just want to ruin my bag of holding. So mean.
You
want you
just don't
to
want me to have stuff and things.
I just want you to stop putting sharp shit into the bag of holding.
No, I don't
It's
want to.
Never.
It's like, oh
Never.
no, I broke glass. I'm gonna throw it into the garbage bag. No, no.
Oh my god.
Put it in a
I
box.
do that.
I put it in a box and throw it out.
John, don't tell us that.
I got a shit ton of boxes. We got Amazon boxes.
I mean,
for
other
days.
John. Other John.
Yeah.
Sorry, I do that.
Such a bad boy.
Ryder John said, "Fuck safety."
So
Goes by the end, just hucks it in there.
the big scrolls don't weigh too much, about the same as a bedroll. So you could probably shove those into the bag of holding. They're not wide, and they're not so wide that they can't fit in the hole.
Okay.
Bazinga.
Oh, weird how that happened.
Did you control V that?
No.
Yeah, I didn't even
Oh,
know we could
cool.
post pictures in this chat. That's great. Good to know.
Look
Oh.
adorable.
It's terrifying.
It's an ant keg.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want one.
Aw.
Also
It kinda
known as an
looks-
antlion.
It looks like
Yeah.
crawfish.
Yeah, it's supposed
Yes.
to be an ant.
But do
It's
prepare
like
that
a
for the
mantis.
wild shapes.
I'll get
I
around
guess
to it.
since we're talking about it.
I
I
prefer
like
just
how
putting them
she's
out
like this.
when you do it.
Okay.
It's easier
Cool.
for me.
She
Cool.
got her manicure did.
So
Yeah.
you got a staircase down. You got a staircase up. You have a couple bottles of what appears to be wine on a shelf. There's 2 bags on top of that shelf. You have the letter. You open it up. There's nothing on the vellum page that was inside. One of the arming swords was taken. One of the torches was taken. The keyblade was taken out of the chest. I'm sorry, blade key was taken out of the chest. The scroll, the giant-sized scrolls were shoved into the bag of holding. And then again, you can leave. You can go down or go up.
I want to go outside and see, like, the fucking. Are they back for their revenge?
No,
Are
it does not
the
appear that
giants
they
running around?
are back or they're there for their revenge.
Okay.
You do not see a source. Looking around, it does not appear that there is a source for a loud kind of thudding noise that would have caused the ground to shake.
Okay, cool. So, I guess back in, and if we wanted to get to, like, because I guess, like,
Tommel, do
when
you
I'm-
go outside as well? Sorry to cut you off.
yeah.
I suppose so. Yeah.
And
if
detect
we're all
magic is
out
still
there.
happening.
Yeah, it's
Okay, so you see something strange that's different to what everyone else sees. There are these lines that seem to be kind of running in specific areas that create areas, spaces, that are very similar to what would happen when you cast the spell Silence. It's very strange to look at, but it looks like there are these bubble tops on the tops of the towers. And it looks like the entire courtyard in the center of the space has this effect around it as well.
Tobble will point that out. but I not pointed out, but just describe what he sees and where those are. Okay.
I mean, I think I would want to keep pushing towards the tower at the far north. So if we can kind of like explore this tower to see if there's like an exit here. I think that's what Queer would want to do, unless there are other
Well, there is no
more
door.
strategic.
There is no
There's
door,
no door
here. Yeah, you were
Okay.
in that room. The only door is underneath the stairs that you kind of came up out of. Does that make sense?
So if we go like up and down the the floors of this tower, there's no exit that will
Correct.
take us this way.
Not that you've seen so far. No. There does look like there is a door. I mentioned this to Radajon. There is a door at the base of the tower that goes into the tower. Yeah.
That'll work.
Which that could do this and then this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's.
Okay. So you
kinda
go back
head down to
inside,
the-
and then you
yeah.
go back out to the ground floor. Hold on a second here. Perfect. And on
The whole floor is just a giant mimic.
uh,
The floor is a lie.
What was lava?
as you start making your way down, there's a moment where you kind of breach like a. It's almost as if you were walking into. I'm gonna have a hard time describing this, but let me try. So you know when you like take an airplane and like there's a point where like the sound changes, like the audio kind of just shifts. Not so much your ears popping, just the nature of like, you know, altitude and like also like the shift in kind of pressure, right?
Yeah.
Similar circumstance happens here as you step down these steps and enter into what appears to be a space that's kind of rattling lightly with chain sounds. When you come down to the base, you can see that there are a number of what appear to be bows set on a table with a chair on it. The chair shifts slightly as you approach, as if someone were sitting in it. You see that there are arrows on the ground and arrows in the kind of basket next to the bows. The arrows in question do not appear to have a physical, corporeal sense to them. They're like this strange kind of hologram of a bow, or of an arrow rather, kind of just there and present. There's a metal rack that has spears and javelins in it, and there's another rack that has short swords in it instead of arming swords. And as you kind of come down to the space, you also see the door, and you would know that this, based on what you see in Scaran, is most likely the door that leads out into the ground level courtyard. And if Detect Magic is still active, you would watch as a living servant, living unseen servant, kind of exits the sitting position and walks over and picks up the two arrows that are on the ground and puts them back into the basket. And then stops and doesn't do anything. He knows 10 minutes.
It's kind of like they're kind of like Wallies.
Yeah, really.
Ollie.
Eva.
How much copyright can we fit in?
Oh shit! Sorry.
Jesus, fuck, it's just me. I guess, you know what? I expect them to come and murder me, it's fine. Pixar's Disney, we're fucked. Disney owns everything.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's just gonna
no.
own my campaign setting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd sell out to Disney if they'd make me famous. No, just
Yeah.
No, you get your
Just
point.
get-
that
Get your
bag.
bag.
Secure
Get
the
your
bag.
bag. Yep.
Go get that sponsor.
Yo, Disney, do you want a show that like 5 people watch?
Then
Maybe
they'll
Netflix will
exploit-
pick it up.
Oh my
They'll
god.
exploit us for our
Maybe,
hard-earned
maybe
little money.
Netflix will pick it up.
Yeah.
Once they hear Disney's interested.
To be fair, sometimes Netflix does it better though.
Yeah, fair.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like, let's
Guess
talk
have its
about that
moments.
monster movie, the animated one,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
in 10 minutes.
10
Continue.
minutes.
Sorry.
I only have 10 minutes. I'll do it.
Okay, well, I don't want any of these fucking arrows. Or... Oh, wait, did we... Did the bows ping or no?
No. The arrows.
Arrows.
The arrows are definitely magical. Like in fact, they're not even arrows. They are just magic.
Okay.
So they're not arrows. They're just
They
straight up
are.
magic.
They are magic in the shape of arrows.
Like some, like arcane ammunition or whatever.
Something like that.
Okay.
Do you want to inspect it as an artificer, or you said you don't care about
Yeah,
arrows?
let's inspect.
Okay, if you look at the arrows, you would note that they appear to be pure mental energy that has been focused into an arrow shape. You're pretty sure that once this is loosed from a bow, if it were to hit a target, it would cause the arrow to no longer be present, obviously. It would just disperse its energies into the hit target. There are a total of 50 of these arrows in the bushel.
Ooh.
Do they have any
Yep.
weight?
Nope.
Oh, I do. There you go. That's for you.
Gil, you're the one, right? That shoots
Yeah.
arrows.
Mhm.
There you go. And can we deduce that they will do like psychic damage?
Right, so if you're firing, basically call them mental arrows and they do psychic damage. I'll know if you just call them mental arrows.
Cool. Nice.
Sweet.
Okay. You move to the
Uh,
door.
Yeah, let's enter the courtyard.
All right. You can go ahead and move yourselves down to the position you need to be in. And as you make your way over, that sound that you heard before, you realize it isn't so much a sound, but a resonance. As you stand in between these two spaces and are coming out to kind of move to the north, the entirety of the space shakes. Tommel, because you've got big floppy feet, and Scarin, just because you've got a pretty good high passive perception, it seems the source of this quake, for lack of a better term, is the courtyard. And again, it makes no sound other than the resulting sound of the stone and everything shaking. But if you had to venture a guess, it would be something inside of this space that is causing it.
Oh, and it's silenced.
Correct.
I mean, we probably need to check that out.
Do you want me to see if I can get eyes on it? Pulls bird out of magical dimensional space.
Ah, yeah, let's try that.
Well, you've already had eyes on it. Scarin flew up there and checked. He didn't see anything.
I can get closer.
Oh, you flying in?
I could fly in with the raptor if we want eyes on, is what Tommel is offering.
Okay. Anybody opposed to it?
Let's see why not.
Okay.
Tommel will fly the bird up
Why
and in.
not?
Instead of putting it out, because again, it may be the case that you don't want to go in, but when you enter into that space, what you will see is that this space here in front of the tower has a massive horn. Standing next to it is a Goliath man holding the mechanism to blow into it and make sound. Down in the courtyard, there are two giants. One appears to be. Hold on a second here. One appears to be dressed in garb not too dissimilar from what you've seen in historic images of Ordric nobility. A kingly attire, but a kingly warrior's vestment. In his hands, he wields a glaive. The glaive appears to have lightning cackling from the head of it. To describe him a bit more precisely, he is kind of alabaster skin, bright, kind of white, almost like cloud-like hair that kind of moves about like a storm cloud. His eyes are kind of a bright, glowing, kind of yellowish in color. He has features very much in line what you would expect from like an Ordric or older Ordris individual. And his armor, as I mentioned, is very much in styling with that kind of old historical warrior. Standing opposite him is another giant. This giant in question instead wears armor that's not too dissimilar from what you'd expect to see on an Aetan. For those who aren't familiar, Aetan are very much kind of similar to like Greek fighting men, Spartans or the like, that kind of attire and dress. He wields a spear, a long-bladed spear. Not quite a glaive, more of a thrusting weapon, but not quite a spear because it's much larger. Well, also because it's in the hands of a giant, and it's giant size, it's also much larger. The weapon he wields seems to be kind of covered with mists, and the two are fighting. In the time that you sit there and watch for a bit, kind of trying to figure out what's going on, you watch as the two of them fight to a point where it looks like one might win, one might triumph. But what ends up happening is they both perform a strike that is perfectly timed so that both is not able to block the other, and they both fall to the ground. And that's when, on the external side of that, you all feel the strange thud. And that's where we're going to end the session for tonight. We'll pick up next session as we continue investigating the Air Temple. Thanks for watching. See you next week.